Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Boop.
Turn what off?
The Twitch integrated throwing system outline. Forgot to disable that. But hello, everyone! It is me,
Goodbye.
Sam. Goodbye. Anyway, we're playing more Limbus Company. Yippee! It's a fun game. Fun game. It's on Steam for free. Gotcha game though, so watch out for that.
But it doesn't ask for your money.
It doesn't. But I'm still gonna give. I'm still going to give it all my money.
He gone.
Right. Watch out for that. Still giving it all my money though, so I can buy the passes, by the battle passes. Oh no, continue. Oh, he's gone. smaller now. Okay, and that means I still need the 1,000. Give it to me. I'm spending 20 bucks on this, but it's worth it. Worth it in the end. Give me the money. Money. Should I be saving my money? Maybe. Maybe. Will I be? No. Huh? Yes. Yes. It's mine. Ooh, and then let's just claim all. Ooh, free ID. No, it's a free. It's an ego. Ooh, and a banner. Love that. Love free stuff. You just joined. Well, hello. It is I, Sam for short. I'm playing Limbus Company today. Just like it was yesterday. And we... But I can't speak very well. I hope you're doing well. Kataria? I don't know how that's pronounced. Cat? Yeah, good enough. I hope you're doing well. That's... Story team, go. That's cool. Nice. There's a lot of reading in this game, though, so... Ishmael, who'd been following the route Alyssa had mapped out, stopped in her tracks. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see anything, but... Because you're probably on the short stream. I am also streaming on a regular YouTube, like a regular YouTube live stream, so if you prefer that, that's also an option. Since YouTube Shorts has a aspect ratio that I can't really do anything about. You know? It didn't switch. It's supposed to switch automatically. But thank you. It's supposed to switch automatically, but it doesn't like to. Give me a second for that. Settings, no. There we go. It's supposed to switch automatically, but it really doesn't like doing that, you know? But yeah, you see with the aspect ratio, it's not the greatest. Since there's a lot of stuff you can't see, but if I made it so you could see everything, then you know it'd just be really small, which that's not great either. So there's really no winning with the YouTube Shorts aspect ratio, unfortunately. I usually just try and keep it at the center, because that's usually where most important stuff is. So if you don't like the aspect ratio, I recommend watching the regular YouTube stream, if that's not what you're watching, or on Twitch. But that's up to you. Ishmael, what's the matter? Something about this seems off. I don't suppose Ishi would ever read a map wrong. What's the matter? What's the thing, Ishmael? Yeah, we're heading the right way, but the thing is... This just seems too easy. I mean, you're walking into a trap, obviously. Like, come on. Damn, not in a shorts thing. Wonderful. Now you should be able to actually see what's happening. What type of game is this? RPG? Like visual novel thing? A lot of visual novel elements because, I mean, it's visual. but kind of like an RPG auto battler, turn-based RPG auto battler. Kind of hard to explain, but it's called Limbus Company. And it's a very good game. I like it. What's wrong with that? What, Dante? When has it ever been easy for us?
Streaming is never the easiest.
Think back to the path we took to get here. Every other route was crammed with all kinds of obstacles to discourage us from taking a detour. The corridor to the left, leading to the welfare department, was closed off, and the one to the right, leading to the facility manager room, was blocked with debris. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing, Otis. That's exactly what they're doing. It's as if they're corralling us down this route. That's pretty accurate, I'd say. I can't shake the feeling that we're chasing after a bait hooked onto fishing line. I don't think you should put a fork in your microwave. That's usually a bad idea.
Nothing bad really happens when you
don't do that. Don't try it. But I can't say we've much of an alternative.
If you're gonna try it, be like that one guy on YouTube that goes like microwaving stuff for science.
A bit dodgy, yeah? But nothing we can do about it. Well, people like that usually have a budget and safety precautions.
Yeah,
an idea of what's going to happen. Usually. Well, there's a lot of things. It would be wise to stand wary. Hang on, Fab, check this out. Yeah, abnormality time, love that. These are the traces of an escaped abnormality. Fey Lantern. Also known as the Fey Lantern. We've encountered this abnormality more than once in the Mirror Dungeons. Oh, the tree thing? So this one's the original. I don't think Fey Lantern's the only abnormality that's broken free. Yes, I imagine all of them have. Let's take them down and reduce them back to eggs. If they prey on any survivors who stumble in here, that'll be real trouble. Yep. Okay, so it's Fey Lantern we're fighting now? Or what are we fighting? Oh, yeah, that's just Fey Lantern. Teo! A Teo raid! Oh my god, nerd. Yeah, pretty much. This is a very nerd game. Hello. Okay, yeah, don't. But how is you playing RimWorld, right? How was that? How's it go? How's that going? Oh, I hope that was going good. Is the game volume low? Is the game volume high enough? Let me know. You can turn that up a little bit. Going good? You're still bald? Yep. Yep, still bald.
Hey Sam, I got a question for you.
Yeah? What's the question? Where's the fix button?
Like, is there just a specific reason?
Specific reason for what?
Like, why you just started streaming? Just a general question.
To get better at talking, mostly. Or to try and get better at talking, anyway. Don't know if that necessarily succeeded, but...
If it works,
that was the goal. But yes, I hope RimWorld was good. And I'm playing this game, Limbus Company, because the new chapter released. And I hope everyone in the raid is doing well. I should probably. And you do whatever you got to do post raid. for post-stream. Get some food, get some water, get some rest. Whatever you got to do. And hope you take care. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for entrusting me with your community. Much appreciated. And I'm gonna kill the tree. Just like O'Hare. Or the one slur. The tree shouldn't be too bad though, it's not that strong. Except if it heals. If it heals, that's not great. What did the tree do to you? Existing mostly? And it probably killed people.
Yo, Sam, has anyone died yet?
No, we're fighting Fey Lantern.
Ah, Fey Lantern. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I probably should read that.
Just checking in. I'm playing Peak right now.
Peak? You're peeking?
I'm streaming. You're live right now.
I'm live?
Right now.
I'm also live right now.
Yeah.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Well, maybe we could do something with that.
Collab.
Maybe.
Even though we're playing two completely separate games.
I might just like stay here and then sell the person I'm collabing with right now. It's just gonna be.
Who are you collabing with?
I'm just gonna sound very insane
To everyone. You're gonna see to everyone.
I'm trying to communicate with two different people.
Okay, that is kind of funny. That is kind of funny.
Yeah, climb up there.
Hang on, what's going on with this thing? Does it feel like the same entity we ran into in the mirror dungeon? If we delve deeper, it appears to mirror the one we encountered in the refraction railway. Well, Hohenheim does harbor some interest in the subject. He's not a great enough genius to turn that curiosity into reality? Then why could this possibly be happening? Oh, hold on, someone left this here. It seems to be a torn page of a note. It's covered in fluorescent paint, so it'd be easier to spot. Whoever left it couldn't have known we were coming. It's probably a note meant for possible survivors. No reason not to read it. Observation record, irregularities. Written by Moses, let's go! Show me Moses!
Bro, I don't want ads. Fuck you, Very.
Show me Moses!
Show me Moses!
Written by Moses, LCD on-site investigative reasoning team leader. The entity abruptly escaped its containment unit during the assault. The readers of this note should be warned that this entity shows some irregularities that have not been observed previously. When a high number of employees within the research facility were killed, the Fey Lantern breached containment. Under LCE's abnormality control protocol, such an escape is known to occur only when an employee with inherently low aptitude exhibits a attunement level exceeding 75% with LCE Go Fey Lantern, and when the outcome of the managerial work is determined to be above very good. Oh, come on. Fey Lantern's an abnormality that breaks out on employee deaths. Lame. Those abnormalities are the worst. The Fey Lantern, whose escape was triggered by deaths around it, has deviated from his expected behavior pattern of preying on charmed victims one by one, and instead has begun consuming multiple targets at once. Presumably, the entity must have realized that its food reserves were being rapidly depleted. Huh. That's actually a lot like the fairy festival abnormality.
Yes.
After Ezra destroyed After Ezra destroyed the luring unit twice, designated as Blue Fairy in the LCB observation log, the Fey Lantern's aggressiveness significantly increased. At that point, Ezra was no longer affected by its charm. Pregnancy.
What is the story about?
That's a long story. Based on the observations, I was able to establish a hypothesis that anyone who observes the Blue Fairy for at least 7 seconds, and then immediately destroys its head, becomes immune to its influence. As this effect applies only to the individual who destroys it, this information may not be as much use to most researchers. However, I shall leave a note of it to be consulted should the need arise. Addendum. When the Fey Lantern identified only a single individual, it did not attempt to charm them, and instead appeared wary enough to simply watch them. Yet, due to the limited sample size, further confirmation will be necessary. That's quite a bit of useful tips. Well, now I think I've got a rough idea of how to deal with it. Alright, let's refer to this record for the intel and try suppressing it again. What do you mean trying something else? I'm just gonna keep spamming win rate. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
If it works, it works.
Exactly. If I kill it, I kill it. I ain't reading nothing. You can't make me read nothing. I simply.
It's not that beneficial to our success.
Why did it? Okay.
You said nothing.
See, look how easy this is. I say before I die horribly.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, it's just a bit. The game's a bit weird right now. Quite a few crates here. Quite a few lucky.
Who needs strategy when you have win rate?
Professional players.
Exactly. See, I'm the Limbus goat. That's what I am. I'm definitely not just a bum. The Limbus goat. Oh god, I can hear myself in the background. I don't like that. I hate my voice. Hee 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 ha.
I think it's just for you.
Oh god.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being treated like a dog that has a knife in its mouth.
Oh, it's Wayward Passenger. Cool.
Hello, Sal. Yeah! I am the evil and intimidating Reaper bird thing.
Huh.
Hey Sam, are you gonna run?
What?
Are you? Yeah, that's. Oh boy.
What's the question?
That's concerning.
What's the question?
That is. Sam, are you gonna run the?
Ah! Still don't know what you're talking about.
Are you gonna run the Firefest?
Hold on, I gotta turn you up.
Are you gonna run Firefest, Gregor?
I'm currently running Firefist Gregor.
Yay!
What is Firefest?
Firefist. Firefest is something else. Or Fire Festival is something different.
A very unsuccessful raid. Whatever.
Every time I host something goes wildly wrong.
I don't know. I'm gonna do that as well. Actually, do you have rope? That's crazy.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋겠네요. 아르카나 비트.
I feel like it's more like towards on the side more. Should like go towards the center more.
All right, Fluid Sac Faust, go.
Fluid sack, Faust!
Fluid Sac Faust.
Go, my water balloon.
Give the other IDs that the sweet SP. Oh God, not Ringy Sung, not Ring Sang.
Capybara.
How could you do that? Capybara, Capybara.
이제 해결사의 성격도 익숙해졌네요. 지키기 위해서.
I'm good. Alright.
그 거인들과 싸울 때가 떠오르네요. 또 날아가기
This is the
싫으시면
part where we.
제대로 보고 대처하셔야 합니다. 이번엔 안 받아들일 테니까요.
So this is the part where we had to spend shit ton of resources on.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
Whoa.
I will rate the portals. You cannot stop me.
I beg to differ,
I was
just in the
thinking,
track with these
Oh my God.
Climb up from here.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
Well, I got two of the portals.
뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Yeah.
starts.
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
Yeah.
히어. 아르카나 세이버.
Oh, cool.
Climb the tree.
All the
actually. Maybe that's-
portals taken out. No, quit hiding,
정보팀에서 준 자료와는
please.
있지만
Oh, that's a big one.
I only got
Really here.
침착하게
2
대응하면
weeks of
괜찮을
winter
거예요.
break, and you wanna know what my friend had?
Hmm.
My friend fucking a month of winter break. Why do you have a month of winter break?
I had a month of winter break.
Same here.
Not fair. Say fair.
That's rough.
I mean, at least I get like a random week off.
I don't.
Some balls in your face.
I'm going to check that. There, get that. Is that just there?
What
Okay.
was that? Yo, that sounds like a freaking Looney Tunes sound.
I'm not reading all that.
I'm not even going there. So.
저들도 내가 물을 싫어하든 극도로 기피하는 것이 있었군. 대가리 딱 이대로로 꺼내는 것도 조금 매스.
Is he crashing out over his haircut?
I probably would too.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
And I got long
Yeah.
hair. I didn't really cut my hair. But
원더풀 선택이었어 나리. 약점이 아무것도 남지 마라.
방금 공격
I
다음에
should
다른
tune into
섹스에도
Sam's
다시
stream.
해봐줄래? 영상으로 남겨.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at Wayward Passenger right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I am indeed a wayward passenger right now.
What is Sam streaming?
림버스 컴퍼니の皆さん、この勢い
He's
で
playing Limbus.
Limbus Company.
Nice.
Yippee.
適した攻撃でなくとも最善の
Maybe
選択だ
we
ったはず
were.
です
But over here we did pass some stuff. Yeah, this maneuver feels like way too risky. I feel like over there would be better.
Getting big damage on the board.
Hey, do y'all remember Vine?
Vine?
Yeah.
Is this about Divine?
No. I just kind of remembered it, and then
Let's go. We got it.
I processed something. You could still technically go on there, but for some reason, if you go to like an older version of fucking Google,
당연한
you
결과죠.
can still like go on a URL and like, go on.
그렇겠죠?
Doubt.
There's a heat pack here.
사랑과 정의 이름으로 지금 이곳은
Wait, do that have this? Do that have
Hammer top.
Oh. Oh, hello.
왜 자꾸 이상한 걸 달고 오시는 건지.
불길 속으로
Hello, it's you again.
하신 겁니까?
Oh yes, Ebony Queen.
괜찮은 공격이
Queenie. Wrong Queenie.
그렇게만 해주세요.
Not the real Queenie.
Fake Queenie.
Evil and fucked up Queenie.
Oh Jesus Christ!
합격장
그걸 그 무기로 때리시면
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Yep. Isn't that there? There's still like a heat pack. So if you want it,
Ow.
it's fine. It's up- The heat pack would have been coming good. Good
敵に
use.
対して大きな打撃を与えました。
Oh, she's angry now.
I'm gonna go grab it actually. I'm freezing my balls off. I'm freezing my nips off.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
대가리 딱 떼고
Now it's gonna do a lot of damage.
Kinda. Oh my. So?
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
サンタさんの作戦とて
Yeah,
も効果的でした。
We're cooked. We're cooked.
Oh!
Oh, he staggered.
괜찮아.
Maybe I am just a Limbus
Alright,
bomb.
I'm using the rest of my rope here.
Youch.
いい정도쯤이야?
Well, we broke the fruit, so that's good.
엄청나게 강한
Oh god, how much? That's a lot of bleed.
것 같아.
Yeah.
기후팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어.
Oh god, she just uses it again.
At least we've progressed enough so that the fog doesn't fuck us over.
날카롭고
Yeah.
정확하게. 과연 바로 해주시죠.
벌써 많이
Oh god, they're all dead.
그걸로
Okay.
그러죠.
New plan. New plan.
젠장. 어째서?
Fuck, fuck, fuck,
Hmm.
fuck, 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 fuck. So. Yeah, too hungry. And the only food right now I like,
가스 점화.
I do have a
엔진
piton. I'm going to use a piton here.
Piton. Piton.
왜 자꾸 이상한 걸 달고 오시는 건지. 유물 사기라도 당하신 겁니까? 또
The only food I have is the one we need for achievement. Alright, this looks promising. Just climb up here and just squeeze through the rocks.
대가리 딱 떼도.
야!
Yeah, there's a
아르카나 빛.
tight squeeze here. You ever gone cave diving?
No, and I don't. Well, actually, I think I have, but I'd rather not to in the future. I'd rather not do so in the future. Scary.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm just gonna pass out here for a sec. No, my berry! My berry, no!
Just a berry, bro.
That's rough, bro. That's rough, bro.
How'd you lose a berry?
Man, no, my berry! It fell. It dropped. Fuck. But you also need the achievement too. All right. Alright, thank you. Really? Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh.
불길 속으로.
차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
We spoke too fucking soon.
예정대로 잘했어. 역시 상담 프로그램을 진행한 건 잘한 일이야.
Holy crap, she won.
으타! 더 먹어 치워라.
이 정도쯤이야?
이제야 실력을
I'm not
좀
sure.
내시네요.
I don't know where it dropped. That's the thing. In there. I thought you found it.
Hmm.
That was very unfortunate.
That's
You have
probably
time
worth
for
it.
another run after this? Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Same.
정확하게.
Yeah. I'm hoping that
Ooh.
괜찮아. 상처는 찢었으니까.
yeah.
Somebody got staggered.
모든 걸 걷어들일 순 없었어.
I have hope.
効果的な攻撃でした。
Hey. Oh yeah. Yep.
직원 한 명이 많이 위태로워 보여요. 어서 회복이 된다면 좋을 텐데.
Yep. Hopefully. And Fungi.
You know what? Let him die.
막아내지.
I could jump right now.
Ooh.
Dad jokes 101. This ain't your fucking dad jokes 101 class, bro.
Everyone's bleeding to death.
Everyone's bleeding to death! Yay!
Yay!
감동적이지 않을 수 없네. 해결사 영웅기에 이런 구절이 있었지.
Yeah.
어디 보자.
타겟 포착 1시간. 이게 답이 아니었다고?
Everyone's bleeding to death and has a lot of rupture on them, so that's not great.
지키겠다 맹세.
Okay.
At least, even if you died.
그 삶의
Yay!
마침표를
But hey, at least I
약점을
guess,
잘 노리셨습니다. 이제
still get to complete your, naturalist, run. If we do survive.
공격이네요.
Firefist Gregor just exploded from bleed.
No! Yeah. Killing was like easier for me. Oh no. You know what?
만만치 않겠군. 본인이 하지.
Yep.
Go, Don. Launch the nuke.
Don Quixote.
Launch the nuke, no, launch the nuke, Don Quixote. We should enroll two tails, though.
Which part are you at right now?
Ebony Queen, still.
제압 계책이라는 힐이 준것 같아. 교육팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어. 니는 모두를
어?
개체의 부위가 파괴되어 있어.
아,
이 틈에 빠르게 제압하면 직원들의 피해를
you
줄일
know,
수 있어.
I'm not drawing Cell. I somehow turn her into an Eldritch Horde.
콜리나와 솜씨가 비슷해지시네요.
Huh.
All that,
타겟 포착.
bleed and rupture is pretty rough to deal with, unfortunately.
I summon ye. With this treasure I summon.
But we destroyed her roots, and are taking it. We're gonna taking out the stems.
저놈을 추적해.
Ah!
It's just literally all of the people I had on front were bled to death, except for Ringy Sang. Everyone else bled to death.
できる能力がありましたよね。
So it's not great.
Oh no.
타겟 포착 1시 반.
한 점만 노린다.
Get him, Heathcliff. Whew, big damage.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
That's a pretty decent damage. Up, and Ringy Sang blood is dead now too.
그야말로 이상적.
저놈을 추적해.
V テキストこのまま進めましょう。サンタさんの作戦
Hello, rat.
でした。
How's it going?
총원 불격. 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
방금 공격
Epic attack.
다른 빅토이가 다시 해봐줄래?
Okay, I beat Ebony Queen Apple. All the people I sent out first died, but we did it. Cause that rupture bleed combination was nasty.
이번엔 성적이 좋았군. 하지만 머나먼 고래에 닿기 위해서는 아직도 부족하다.
Wait, why didn't I get?
다시 가스 터빈을 점화한다.
I
그리고
didn't get it.
But I still got the EX,
I
so
did cook it. Wait, yeah, I skipped the island. Okay.
I think it's this way.
이곳에만 불이 들어와
Great.
있네요. 방송 섹터라고 적혀 있어요.
This is the only area with the lights on. It says broadcast sector.
여기로 오는 게 맞는 선택이었겠지?
Can somebody tell me coming here was the right decision?
방송 섹터로 향하는 길 이외에는 전부
Nah, bro.
무방한.
The routes are blocked off, save for the one leading to this sector.
이러나 저러나 여기로 올 수밖에 없었던 거구나.
Looks like we'd have ended up here one way or the other. It's hard to see anything when it's this dark.
전력은 대부분 끊겨 있는 상태라 문이 잠겨 있진 않을 거예요.
With most of the power down, the door shouldn't be locked.
멈춰.
Yeah, very.
Stop.
한 발짝이라도
Very. She's always. She's already drawn me
대응할 거야.
in the Dan.
Wait, is that Ezra? Take another step closer to be forcing our hand. A familiar voice boomed from a loudspeaker, delivering a sharp warning. Hey, it's Ezra!
보안용 지뢰가 잔뜩 설치되어 있어. 만약
That was during my last crash.
이 안에 있는 인원을 상대해야 할 걸? 이쪽은 전부 전투 수행이 가능한 사람뿐이야.
Pretty sure it's just gonna be Ezra, Moses, and Vespa. The entire area is laden with security landmines. Even if you somehow manage to get past the minefield, you'll face the rest of us. I'm warning you, every one of us in here is combat ready.
Spicy for me, bro.
만약 자신 있다고 해도 우리에겐 자폭
Miss.
초소형 미세 총리들이 박혀 있는
Ah.
Dante.
Hey, you think you're stronger than us? We have self-destruct devices, bombs filled with super mini-saw shrapnel.
잠깐, 이건 뭐라고 적힌 거야? 뭐? 나보다 악필이 심한 사람은 처음 보네.
Hang on, what's it supposed to say? What the heck? I thought my handwriting was bad.
아 이건 이 폭탄을 던지면 반경 100m의 폭발이 일어나.
Vespa, let's go. Oh, here. Throwing this bomb will result in an explosion that covers a 100-meter radius zone from the detonation point.
야, 그런 폭발은 공기 위반이라 말이 안 되잖아. 좀 그럴듯하게 적어대.
Hey, that's a taboo violation. You know, at least try and come up with something actually convincing.
아무튼 무너진 시설에 우리랑 사이좋게 깔리고 싶은 게
Yeah.
아니라면
Yeah,
당장
we just
돌아가.
crossed there.
Anyways, turn around and walk away right now. We're gonna bear all of you with us onto this facility. We can hear everything, you know.
폭탄은 거짓일 가능성이 높습니다. 폭발물에 해당하는 모든 폭탄은 머리가 규정한 바에 따라 반드시 무언가에 설치되어야 하기에.
Yeah, the rock's quite something.
It is highly probable that the bomb is a bluff. Any bomb that falls under the category of explosive must be planted on an object or surface, per the rules set by the head.
Climbing up.
범도 터무니없어. 그만한 반경을 일순 폭발시키는 것은 많은 규제와 협약을 위반할 테지.
Yeah.
And that boast of the blast beggars belief. Such a wide radius is sure to break a
Yeah.
bounty of bands and bounds.
그래도 보안용 지뢰는 진짜야. 더 다가오면 거출력된 전기가 너희를 순식간에 지져버릴 걸.
Very,
Sure,
very
but I wasn't
good.
bluffing with the landmines. Take one more step forward and bolts of overcharged electricity will make a barbecue out of you. As the voice behind the microphone made it grow increasingly irritated, it also became even more familiar. I was pretty sure I heard it somewhere before.
알리사 씨 말에 따르면 이 부근에 호에나임 그 양반이 있을 거라 했는데.
According to Alyssa, Hohenheim should be around here somewhere.
방금 알리사라고 했나?
Wait, did you say Alyssa?
이 목소리 착각이 아닌 듯하군요.
That voice, it seems we are not mistaken. Now, I certainly recognize this voice.
그다지 반갑지 않은 그 목소리로 미루어 보건대.
That voice I would rather not welcome tells
Yeah.
me that these individuals are good to be let through.
그다지 반갑지 않은 목소리가 들리는
No, 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 no! It's too hot.
It's too hot? How hot? How hot we
Oh,
talking?
fucking hell.
You did?
Okay, great, great.
Dang.
Fucking almost had me a heart.
That's rough.
I thought you were gonna die the same way again. Yeah, I
That voice that Faust would rather not
I saw the
welcome
lava
tells...
rise. I saw it rise. I'm like, oh no, 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 no.
Bro is cooked.
Yes.
That voice that Faust would rather not welcome tells Faust that these individuals are good to be approached. A heavy thunk, and then the doors of the broadcast sector inched open. Before we could take even a proper look, the people hold within.
뭐야, 너희들이었어? 진작에 말하지.
Well, you guys should have told us sooner. Ezra! Yeah! Remember me?
에즈라 씨.
She's tall. Oh, it's Miss Ezra. We came face to face with Ezra, who'd video called us with a plethora of information on the Blood Fiends prior to our mission in La Mancha Land.
나만차랜드에서 대활약을 해냈다면서?
How did you save the day in La Mancha Land?
역시 우리가 도움을 준 덕분이지. 아, 그래서 그 너희 중에 있다던 그
Ezra and
무진장
the
센 혈기는
Limbus
누구야?
art style, very pretty, very pretty.
Yes. And all thanks to yours truly, I bet. So, care to tell me which one of you is the Blood Fiend extraordinaire on your team?
I mean, you could go there. I'm just going for the.
Huh? Oh, what? Oh, well, that's...
안부 인사는
The-
나중에
the-
나누도록
yeah,
하지.
yeah.
얘들아.
Show me, Moses! Why don't we skip the pleasantries for now, Ezra? The next person to show up was Moses. In her video call to
Show me
Team Leader
Moses!
LC of Memory Series, right?
아까 폭탄이 어쩌고 하면서 온갖 협박을 한 게 당신이었어.
Hey,
Were you the one who threatened us with that nonsense about bombs, Ezra?
어쩔 수 없었잖아. 이 근방에
need
남은
this.
사람은 우리 말고는 없을 거라고 생각했는데
uh,
갑자기 10명 되는
애기.
인원들이 떼거지로 몰려오는 소리가 들리니까
I mean, what other choice did I have?
된다고 다 망가뜨려놨는데.
what should be a.
I mean, what other choice did I have? We were starting to believe we're the only survivors out here, and then bam! Dozen or so footsteps rushing towards this sector to nowhere. We couldn't even check who you guys were because the screens were all busted. Ezra gestured toward the blank surveillance screens in the broadcast sector with her shin.
참고로 저기 무지하게 똑똑하다는 양반이 카메라를 복구시키는 중이래. 전력이 차단되어서 시간이 좀 걸릴 거라나.
For your information, Mr. Genius over there is trying to fix the security cameras.
Release me!
Nuh-uh. He said it's gonna take a while with the power outage, though.
좋은 일로 엮일 거라는.
Hey, the other guy survived. The other guy's here, too.
자네들과 이런 식으로 제외하게 될 줄도 몰랐네.
I didn't expect our paths to cross again for anything good, but I certainly never pictured it happening like this. Underneath the array of monitors, Ezra pointed out, we found Hohenheim looking even more haggard than we remembered. He gave us a faint, unwelcoming nod as he fiddled with a tangle of power circuits.
안녕하세요. 다치신 분은
yeah,
보이지
Sam.
않아서 다행입니다.
Hohenheim.
Yeah?
Buzz cut. Hohenheim. Lazy, you're really, really cool.
Cool. Hello, I'm relieved to see that you aren't any injured among you. There aren't any injured among you. Martin stepped forward and offered us the greeting Hohenheim chose to skip.
그건 그렇고 알리사가 우리의 위치를 알려줬다 했나. 같이 데리고 오지 못한 거 보니 치명상이거나 이미 사망했겠고.
And in the case you say, is Alyssa who let you know of our location? If she's not with you, she must be either gravely wounded or already dead.
치명상이에요. 하지만 살릴 수 있는 방법은 물색 중이에요.
She's badly hurt, yeah, but we're searching for ways to help her. Ishmael gave Hohenheim a blanched look, as though she was taken aback by his cold certainty regarding his own subordinate's fate.
물색이라 마치 보물 찾기 놀이라도 하는 듯이 말하는군.
Searching, You talk as if you're playing a game of scavenger hunt.
차라리 숨을 끊어주고 오는 게 알리사에게 더 도움이 되었을 수도 있었겠어.
It might have been better to end her misery then and there.
무슨 우리가 여태껏 해온 걸 보고도 모르겠냐? 가망이 없는 것도 아닌데 쉽게 포기하지 말라고.
Have you seen how we handle things? She's still got a shot, so don't be so quick to throw in the towel, yeah?
이해해 주세요.
Sam.
침입자 중 몇몇은 사람에게
What?
고통을 가하는 걸 즐기는 것 같아 더 경계하시오.
Huh? Please don't misunderstand. Some of these assailants, they seem to enjoy torturing their victims. That's what's keeping our boss on edge.
저와 팀장님은 습격이 시작된 시각에 실험실 근처에 있었습니다. 돌아다니는 직원들은 많이 없었고
Boss and I were in the laboratory
센터와 가까웠죠.
when the attack started. There weren't many employees around, and the broadcast sector happened to be close by.
단지 그런 이유로 사지 멀쩡하게 이곳까지 도망칠 수 있었을 텐데.
Probably the only reason we were able to find cover here in one piece.
알리사 군은 잘 견뎌내주고 있을 걸세.
Verily, young Alyssa shall persevere steadfastly.
우리가 약속했네. 돌아가서 구해주겠다고.
We vow to return and deliver her from death.
감사해요. 알리사도 믿고 있을 거예요.
Thank you, I'm sure Alyssa is hanging on to your promise.
잠깐. 훈훈한 와중에 미안한데 너희가 왔다는 건 그쪽
She's so cute.
오고 있다는 거 맞지?
I'm sorry to break up this touching moment, but if you're here, that color fixture should be on his way too, right?
지금 어디에 있어? 벌써 습격한 놈들을 찾으러 갔으려나?
Where the heck is he now? Wonder if he's already off to find the attackers. Ezra. Moses, who had been staring at Otis since we came in, turned her gaze towards Ezra. Otis was definitely a new jet. I know it. I can tell.
팀장님, 붉은 특색
You're back? Welcome back, welcome back.
충분하지 않을까요?
Team leader, if we can regroup with the red gaze, I think we have more than enough fighting chance to even without your baby B. Our baby B.
하지만 붉은 시선은 이곳에 같이 오지 못한 것 같군.
Yes, but it would seem that the red gaze is not here with them.
다른 이유를 말할 필요도 없이 저들의 표정만 봐도 알겠어.
Just the look on their faces is enough to confirm that.
뭐? 아니, 왜 너희만 온 건데?
What? What the heck are you peeps doing here without him? That's... yeah. Ezra's face immediately soured the moment she realized that Virgilius wasn't with us. Her voice crashed over us, like that of a host shrieking at an uninvited guest barging into her home.
저희만 오고 싶어서 온 게 아니거든요.
It's not like we came here on our own because we wanted to.
길잡이 양반은 발목에 붙잡혔어. 히로슈 말로는 거미집의 엄지압이.
Guide buds held up by an assailant. Ryoshu says she's called the Thumb Nurse Father from the House of Spiders.
연구소를 급습한 자들처럼 상당한 무력을 갖추고 있었겠지.
And probably a tough adversary too, just like those who were assaulting the facility.
무시할 수 없을 만큼 출중한 기량을 가진 자였다.
Her combat prowess is not to be underestimated.
바르고스 부대의 에우리알로스와 비교하면 어떻지?
How is she compare the your Yalos or Yalos or the Argos unit?
큰 차이는 없을.
Around the same level, I would say.
잠깐. 니놈 그 부대와 이름을 안다.
Wonder what that could mean. Wait, you. If you know those names, that means... Moses didn't grace Otis with a reply, and she said she closed her eyes, seemingly lost in a brief reverie. And soon returned to the subject at hand, as if she were done sorting out her thoughts.
그자가 인질로 붙잡혔나?
Oh, nice, she got a new arm. Charon, is she taken hostage? Huh? How did you know that?
습격자를 단수로 서술하더군. 생략한 걸 수도 있지만 그렇다 해도 소수의 인원이었을 거다.
You mentioned the attacker in the singular, perhaps just a slip of the tongue, but I suspect it was a single enemy, if not a small number.
그리고 운전기사를 데려오지 않았음에도 너희는 붉은 시선이 습격자를 해치우고 곧 올 것이라는 말도 믿음도 내보이지 않았지.
Furthermore, despite coming here without the bus driver, none of you seem particularly convinced that the Red Gaze would be able to quickly dispatch the assailant and join you.
팀장님은 딱 보면 거의 다 알아채신다고.
Give it to our team leader. Just one look is enough for her to figure it all out.
그런데 너희 오면서 마주친 사람은 없었어?
And he, did you happen to encounter anyone on your way here?
다행히 죄종들이나 인형들 외에는 없었어. 잠깐, 저희도 질문 좀 할게요.
Just some bacatulated mannequins. Wait a minute, why don't we get to ask the questions? Ishmael barely managed to wrestle control of the conversation amid the barrage of questions.
두 분은 LCD 부서잖아요. 왜 LCE 부서가 있는 본사에 와 계신 거죠?
You're both from LCD. What are you doing here in the HQ where the LCE is?
아, 그건 말이지.
Well, about that.
오늘 LC 부서에서 중요한 성과 발표회가 예정된 날이었거든.
The LCE was supposed to make an important progress report today.
무지하게 중요한 발표니까 필수 참석이라는 공지가 하루에 몇 개씩이나 날아오던지. 그쵸 팀장님, 우리도 무지하게
She's so cute.
잊어버렸나 봐.
Look at her. Aw. Even though she's way taller, she's a lot taller than me. Apparently it's a really important presentation too. We've received bazillions of reminders on how it's a mandatory attendance event and everything. Right, team leader? Feels like everyone's overlooking just how really busy our department is.
딴지 걸어서 미안하지만 그건 무지하게 중요한 발표가 맞았네.
Sorry to bother your wording, but it is indeed a really important presentation.
그래, 그쪽 성과가 중요한 건 잘 알겠는데 우리 부서도
Oh, brother.
무지하게.
Yeah, for you, maybe, but my department is also really... Hang on, I don't think that's the crux of the matter right now.
발표는 결국 시작되지도 못했으니 우리로서는
Also true.
신호도를 가늠할 수 없겠지.
The presentation did not happen. As such, we're unable to assess its importance at the moment.
결론적으로는 그러한 행사로 인해 우리 팀원들이 이곳 LC 부서로 모였던 거다.
Whatever the case, the event was what required us LCD members to be present here at the LCE department.
그리고 소개할 인원이 있다. LCD에 들어온 새로운 팀원이지.
And there's one more thing. Allow me to introduce the newest addition to the LCD.
우리 부서도 이제 규모가 커졌다 이 말이야.
It's not... it wouldn't be Vespa. He was working with them already, so it wouldn't need to be introduced like wouldn't be introduced like that. Yeah, our team is growing in size. Take that.
자네들과 구면이라 들었다만.
I was told you met before. A familiar silhouette stepped forward from the opposite side. Someone we did not expect to encounter here, of all places.
그대들과의 조우가
Oh, cool.
이러한 난전 속이란 면목이었군. 강령하셨는가?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We regret we must always meet in the midst of plights such as this. I trust that you've been well?
앵두 씨, 오랜만이네요.
Wasn't expecting her. Miss Eng-do, it's been too long.
김 작가님은 아직 회복 중이신가요?
Is Mr. Bamboo-headed Kim still in recovery?
우두께서는 육신이 아문 지 오래이나 마음이 맑아지기까지 시간이 걸리는 것 같더군.
My mentor's flesh is long since healed, but it will take some time until his mind regains his former tranquility. However long the wait, endure I must.
머지않아 좋아지실 거야. 그때까진 내가 그때 저지른 과오를 묵묵히 속죄할 뿐.
I have faith that he will recover in due time. Until then, in silence shall I atone for the transgression I have committed. Eng-do appeared to be referring to how she ran Bamboo-headed Kim through with her sword under the monolith's distorting influence.
그래도 LCD 팀에 합류해서 잘 적응하고 계시는 것 같아 다행이네요.
Still, I'm glad you seem to be adjusting well to life at LCD. Sinclair called the shadow flickering across Angyu's face and swiftly stepped up to lighten the mood.
부탁하고 있는 신세지. 우리에겐 돌아갈 곳이 마땅히 남아 있지 않으니.
I would say I was taken in, but I'm deeply grateful regardless. My mentor and I have nowhere left to call home.
하지만 언젠가는
But someday we will.
S사로 돌아갈 것이야.
Return to S-Corp together.
저쪽도 섞이기 위해 고군분투를 하고 있나 보네요.
Looks like she's trying her best to fit in too.
어딜 가나 처음 적응해가는 건 힘든 법이지.
It's always hard to get settled in no matter where you start from.
이곳의 인원끼리는 얼추 안면을 틔운 것 같으니
Now that we've all grown acquainted with one another,
빠르게 다음으로 넘어가도록 할까.
let us move on to the issue at hand. Cool. Wasn't expecting anything to do. A distant objective.
지금 필요한 것은 정보군. 그리고 그것을 기반으로 하는 줄이다.
The first order of business is intelligence sharing and deductive reasoning based on the available information.
나와 팀원들은 발피실로 향하는 통로에서
Huh.
습격을 당했지.
My team and I were attacked in the hallway connected to the conference hall.
놈은 그냥 단도직입적으로 말할게.
Yep, they all are.
알겠어.
That guy was, I'll be straight with you guys, super duper strong.
말벌 그 자식이 자리만 안 비웠어도 한번 붙어보긴 했을 텐데.
Would have stood my ground if only Hornet the dumbass were here.
말벌이라 하면
By Hornet,
우리
you were referring to...
진짜 세긴 하거든. 얼마나 세냐면
the junior of our team, but he's really, really strong. He's strong that,
내가 예전에 말이야. 그 뭐였지? 빵이었던 것 같은데. 아무튼 그걸 먹으려고 접시에 덜어놨는데 말벌 그 자식이 아니 잠깐 등 돌렸는데 그대로 집어먹은 거야.
yeah. I've got it. There's this one time when I, what was it called again? Some kind of pastry, I think. Anywho, the guy got me some bread to snack on later, and that split second that back was turned, Hornet, that asshole, swiped it right off my plate.
확 열이 받아서 그대로 명치에 주먹을 팍 꽂았지. 먹은 거 뱉어내라고. 근데 그냥
Oof.
그러더니 아무렇지도 않게 빵을 꿀떡 삼키는 거 있지? 이게 말이 되는 맷집이야?
I got so pissed off that I punched him right in the solar plex that he's going to cough it up, and he just went oof. It swallowed my bread anyway. Like, does that make any sense to you guys?
잘은 모르겠지만 강하신가 보네요.
Yeah, okay, I guess that makes him strong. Although Ezra's anecdote wasn't very illuminating, none of us bothered to ask for further clarification. It seemed that the only way to get an objective measure of the Hornet's strength was to let her punch us in the solar plexus as well.
그래서 그분은 지금 어디 계시는데요?
So what's this Hornet up to now? Ishio peeked around as though she was expecting to pop out from a hiding spot in the broadcast sector.
그게 말이지. 아마 들으면 깜짝 놀랄걸? 무려
Oh, you guys lose your mind when you hear this. Listen up. What he's...
에즈라.
Not yet, Ezra.
무려 비밀이야. 아직 기밀 사항이거든.
Up to is a secret. It's a classified stuff. Ezra trailed off awkwardly.
많은 관찰과 추리를 통해 적을 파악하는 편이다.
I tend to analyze my enemies with observation and
어떤
deduction.
무기를 쓰는지, 어떤 방식을 선호하는지, 사력을 즐기는지 피하는지 어떤 마음가짐으로 전투에 임하는지에 대한 모든 색깔을.
I try to identify their unique colors, the kinds of weapons they use, their methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitude towards battle, all of
이를
it.
파고들면 반격할 수 있는 적절한 시점을 알게 되며 약점을 짐작할 수 있게 되지. 그런 식으로 얼추 길을 열 수 있으니.
Once I have that, I can get an idea of when to begin my counterattack, or what kind of weaknesses of theirs I can exploit. And that's how I've usually opened my path forward.
하지만 그자는
But Moses inhaled sharply as though she missed her smoking pipe, which was now nowhere to be seen at this
모든
moment.
것은 한잡해 어떠한 패턴도 읽을 수 없었다.
Was chaotic. I could not identify a single pattern in his behavior.
그놈은 껍데기다.
He is an empty shell.
사람을 죽일 때 어떠한 감정도 담겨 있지 않지.
His act of killing lacks any emotional touch.
그러니 무엇도 읽을 수 없었을 거다.
And that is why you couldn't get a read on him.
반대로 너는 너무나 선명해 보이는군.
On the other hand, you appear so clearly to me.
어지간히도 뭔가를 베고 싶은 건가?
You seem so anxious to cut something down, is that correct?
산산조각 났지만 그 파편 하나하나가 예리하고.
You are broken, shattered. But every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small
끊어내고
blades.
싶으면서도 끊어낼 수 없어서 더 가련해 보이는 유리와 같은 검.
A glass-like sword of many edges. So fragile with a few wish to sever away what cannot be severed.
그 상처투성이 손에는 무얼 그렇게 쥐고 있는 거지?
What is it that you grasp so tightly in that scarred hand of yours?
너 이 새끼 멋대로 뭘 보고 있는 거냐?
Little shit, what are you peeking into?
팀장님한테 호칭이 지금
Hey, don't talk to our team leader like... Just as Ezra was about to give her a stern warning, Hohenheim stepped in and changed the subject.
덧붙이자면 나와 여기 있는 마트는 실험실 앞에 있었네.
To add to that, Martin here and I were in front of the laboratory when it occurred.
처음 시작은 바람 소리였지. 아주 거대한 것이 공기를 타고 날아오는 소리가 들렸네. 정교한 기계들과 격리실이 즐비해 있는 이 부서에서는 들려서는 안 될 소리였지.
At first, it began with the sound of rushing wind, something large and heavy, cleaving through the air. The kind of sound one should never come to expect from a department like ours, so full of delicate machinery and containment units.
제 바로 앞이었습니다. 저와 한 걸음 차이로 걷고 있었던 직원의 허리가 두동강이 났는데
It happened right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking only a step ahead of me in half.
순간적으로 그런 생각이 들었죠. 한 상체가
And the first thing that came to my mind was, did an abnormality breach containment?
하지만
No, he was gone
정말
too.
격리실에서 탈출이 일어난 것이었다면 경고음이 울려야
But if such were the case, the alarm should have gone off.
씨가 말해준 것과 동일하네요.
So far, this tracks with what Miss Alyssa told us.
어떤 전조 증상도 없이 습격이 일어났다고.
She said there wasn't any warning at all before the attack.
자세히 보니 그건 한 상체도 죄정도 뒤틀림도 아니고 거대한 칼집이었죠.
Once I got a better look at what that was, I realized it was neither abnormality, pecatulum, nor distortion. It was a massive scabbard.
그리고 칼집이 날아온 방향에는 칼집을 던진 것으로 추측되는 자가 태어난 표정으로
When I looked toward where the scabbard came from, there stood a man who presumably threw that weapon,
책을 읽고 있었습니다.
reading a book like he was out on a stroll.
그 책은
And the book was...
마티아스.
Ah, it's the middle nurse father. Matthias. He must have been reading his book of vengeance.
범지의 중지가.
First the thumb, and now the middle.
수초 동안 멍하니 보고 있었는데 팀장님이 저를 잡아 끌었습니다.
I stared at him, still processing what had just happened when Boss grabbed my arm and started running.
뒤를 다시 돌아보지는 못했어요. 수십 명이 비명을 지르는 소리가 들렸지만
I couldn't look back. I heard screaming from dozens of people, but...
필요 이상으로 설명이 길군 자네는.
He seemed to be fond of recounting unnecessary details.
곧 방송 섹터 안까지 들어온 이후에서야 알리사 생각이 났어요.
Only after arriving here at the broadcast sector did I remember that Alyssa was still out there.
목숨이 위급할 때 뇌는 생존을 위해 최소한의 정보만 전달하네. 당연한 증상이지.
One's life is at risk, the brain instinctively reduces the processing information to the bare minimum required for survival. It's only natural.
하지만 그 연구 계획서를 마지막으로 관리하던 건 저였습니다.
But I was the last person who handled that research proposal, boss.
알리사도 원래는 발표실에 있었어야 했어요. 저희랑 같이요.
Alyssa should have been at the conference hall too, with us.
있잖아. 그런 걸 일일이 따지다가는 진짜 남아있는 게 없을 것 같거든.
Hey, listen, if you want to look back and nitpick at literally every little thing you did in the past, we're gonna be here forever.
너무 뻔한 미루 같긴 하지만 앞으로 무엇을 할 수 있을지부터 생각해도 늦지 않아.
That's, yeah. I know it might sound like a bit of an empty platitude, but focus on what we can do right now, what we're going to do going forward, okay? You'll have time for regrets later.
그렇네요.
I suppose so.
저희 팀장님을 한 차례 구해주시기까지 했는데 다른 사람도 아니고 제가 여러분들을 못 믿었었는데.
You did say my boss once, so I guess it's only right that I should have more faith in you people than anyone else.
그 또한 실험의 일환이었다고 반박하고 싶지만 시간이 없으니 넘어가도록 하지.
I would like to clarify that the saving was part of the experiment, but given the urgency, I'll forgo a more detailed explanation.
각자의 상황 설명은 끝난 것 같으니 지금까지 확인된 정보를 공유해 보도록 할까.
Looks like we're all caught up then. Good? Good. Now let's share what we know. Who's that? Oh, right, I gotta change that. Right, it was meaning to change that yesterday, but I never got around to it. But hello. Would you rather be secu or secuted? What do you want to be called anyway? Where is that? Monetization view rewards. There we go. Need to change the thing there too. Both works. There we go. I was thinking about changing it, but I was like, when's I figure I got time to change it. When's the last time they redeemed that? You know? And now look at me. Oh. Yay, follower! Hello, Deli Bean. Zawarodo. So true. So true. So real. But how's it going? How's it going? Well, what's they're right behind me, aren't they? Oh, anyway, I gotta get it's chug time. Even though this is the nasty, that's my brother from a different life. I'm doing good. Unfortunately, the chug is gonna be with the nasty sink water, but gonna be with the nasty bathroom sink water. But chilling with Slofu, crazy. That is crazy. No longer a foo. Slow Q? Sloku? The Q. Yeah, anyway. Chug is complete. But hello. And welcome to my channel. I stream. Sometime, yeah. And while I'm playing Limbus Company, this is a good game, even if it's a gacha game, but don't worry about that. Slow queued. Yeah, that's a lot of water though. Hee-hoo. But yeah, I'm playing Limbus Company. Never heard of it before? Yeah. It's not the biggest game, unfortunately. But it's pretty good, I think. Even if it's a gacha game. But you know how it is. It's a good gacha. It's a good game, I swear. Playing Genshin. Need my help? Oh my god, Ricardo Limbus. We'll see about that, Ricardo. See, I haven't got anything against gacha. They just bore me. Okay, well this one's actually interesting. So this one actually has a good story. So it's not like other gacha games. But I will let you know if I need your help. Moses began with laying out the situation with the expertise befitting a leader of the LCD. Extermination in 930. That's why I said about 7D's Grand Cross. Yeah. Huh. Is that Russian? That looks like Cyrillic, some sort of Cyrillic. Today the intruders attacked the LCD department situated in the basement of the HQ. That's a lot of danger. Not good. Not good. We lost control of the entire LCD facility, and save for our current location, every sector has been neutralized by a single pair of intruders. 2 years? 2 years! That's a long time. Any survivor who's conscious enough to communicate properly is already here. Every containment unit was unlocked. That's not good. Happy delayed 2 years. Well, it's getting close to 3. It's getting close to 3 years. After the attack, every containment unit was also forcibly unlocked, adding even more fuel to the fire. Sounds like my mental age. So true, so real. So not tofu anymore. We've been over this. We were beset by foes on every side. A search for a foothold is a difficult one indeed. Darn, if only these surveillance cameras were busted. I'd love to be able to keep track of their whereabouts. And this right here, this right here is Best Girl. It's Best Girl. Look her, she's adorable. And we have the same birthday, which is also interesting, but not important. But we love the Genki tomboy in this household. Why would they change VTuber where tofu is tofu? Tofu is tofu. Math is math. As I have repeated many times today, we are attempting to bring it back to operational status. You speak of restoring a sabotaged power grid like it's a task as simple as wiping one's glasses. To be honest, I was tofu / IRL name for like 8 years for him. Tofu is tofu. More than anything, we need these 2 pieces of information at the present. One, who are the attackers? 2, what objective brought them to the LCE? The man we encountered seemed to have a one-tracked mind, squarely set on killing as ordered. But there are far too many threads that point toward a motivation more complex than infiltrate the facility and slaughter its employees at abandon. This canto is going to take me so long to get through. Moses' deduction aligned with Otis's. If the assailant's goal was truly nothing more than slaughter, their first order of action should have been to unlock the containment units. Yeah. The intruders are... yes. I have enough evidence to at least get a general idea of whom they might be.
설명해보게.
Do elaborate.
붉은 시선을
How much we could
던져놨다던
throw
범죄한
them off,
그리고
throw them off dialogue with
인간을
memes.
쓰게 된 존재에 시체로 된 인형까지 미루어 보아.
What?
그 솜씨는 아마도
But hey, you got second.
어쩌지.
There's the thumb nurse father who's stalling the Red Gaze. Then there's a member of the middle who attacked the researchers. And we see evidence of the ring's involvement too, given the presence of corpse mannequins.
채소로 잡아도
That was easy.
손가락의 조직이 혼재된 상황이라고 볼 수 있겠군.
What? What? Did you say just
Did
say
you
Grandma
just
Brownie?
say Grandma Brownie chocolate chunker
What?
wunker bunkers now with even bigger chunks of chocolate chunks?
Also, is like the sounds and stuff working? I'm not sure if they are. Hold on, actually I can check that, can't I? Yes? Oh good, they're working. Wait. Is...
We're no strangers to
Is that
love.
working too?
You know the rules,
Let me
and so
check.
do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any
Yeah,
other
see,
guy.
sound alert's
I just want to
working.
tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand.
You've turned me into a dog. I see. And a maid. Wow. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Do you need to check something, though? The power of being a lurker. Got no maids, become the maid. So true. So true. Wait. Did... Is that in my... How do I check if Blurp is working? Bros that are like, fine, I'll do it myself. Yep. How do I make sure that's working? Blurp, blurp, blurp. Properties. Okay, that does seem like it should be working. Next pipe. Unfortunately, I can't hear them for whatever reason. So, which makes me very sad. I don't know why I can't hear them, but I can't. Turn your audio on. It should be on, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. I want to be able to hear them, trust me. But I can't. I don't think. I want to be able to hear the glorious metal pipe. Kentucky Fried Sam, let's go. I got wings now too. Because Red Bull gives you wings. And heart attacks. Oh, and heart attacks. I mean heart attacks. Just like Monster. Ah, yeah. Yep. Red Bull gives you wings. At least 2 or more fingers are involved in this attack. The thumb, the vile cur, the Kurokumo clan servers are here. I mean, not necessarily.
손가락이라는 작자들은 서로를 척하는 자들이 아닌가.
I'm sorry, what did I just hear? What about what? Fingers? Yeah. This is quite odd, Lady Moses. Are the fingers not hostile towards each other?
손가락 걸기 따위로 치고받고 싸우지 않고서야 하물며 같은 목표로 움직인다니.
Those ilk have no business coming within even a sleeve's breadth of each other. They've been compelled to attend assemblies such as the finger bow bell, where they oft quarrels to no end.
그래.
Quack.
그러니 역으로 판단하자면
Quack quack.
꽤 중요한 목적이 있어서 각 손가락 간부급들이 특수하게 모였다 봐야겠지.
Correct, but consider this from the opposite perspective. There must be something of enough importance for the officers of each finger to be put aside their differences to work hand in hand. Aw, it's Frosty. Thank you, Frosty.
Let me tell you the story when the level 600 school guy had walked past me. I was in class drinking my Grimace Riz shake from Ohio
Yeah?
during my Rizonomics
Okay.
class when all of a sudden this crazy Ohio Bing chilling
That's,
guy had got sturdy, past my
certainly
class.
something.
I was watching Kai Senat hit the
Never-
gritty on Twitch.
Okay, Tiebreak, I'm gonna
This
use
is when I let my
Limbus.
Riz take over and I became the Wizard of Oz. I screamed, "Look at this bomboclat guyet."
Got the cheaps. Cheaps. Oh. W copy pasta? What was a pretty W copy pasta? I can't breathe. Okay, so yeah, some of those are pretty good. The Wizard of Oz. I'm drinking my Grimace Riz shake from Ohio during my Rizonomics class. Those are, certainly, that's certainly a copy pasta. Certainly a copy pasta. Are ads over? I think ads are over. I have no idea though.
거미 혹은 거미들의 아비들.
Spiders. Or the nurse fathers of the House of Spiders.
그들은 그렇게 불린다.
That's what they're called.
그리고 우리는 이미 그들이 펼쳐둔 거미줄에 걸린 상태지.
And we've just snared ourselves into the web they've spun.
손가락은 서로의 영역을 침범하지 않기 위해 선을 그어둔다. 지금처럼 엉켜있는 일은 드물어.
The fingers rarely ever cross the line they've drawn between each other. This strange entanglement is certainly a deviation.
거미들이라. 그 칭호 의미 없이 붙여지진 않았을 테지.
Nurse fathers, was it? Seems like a terribly meaningful title to me.
거미집이란 곳은 무언가를 기르는군. 그것도 각 손가락의 간부급이 모여서 양육이라는 행위를 한다라.
Then it can be presumed that the House of Spiders is a place to raise something or someone. To have such high-ranking officers of each finger gather at one place to nurture someone.
말이 안 되나 싶지만 그 목적이 범상치 않을 만큼 역설적으로 그들이 모일 당위성을 보충하는군.
One might think that it hardly makes any sense, and indeed it doesn't. What if their purpose itself is just as outrageous? That would, paradoxically, explain how they've come together to gather.
요슈라 했던가? 그곳과 얽혀 있는 것으로 보이는데.
Ryoshu, is it? You seem to be inexorably tied to that place.
뭘? 아, 이건 뭘 원하시는지.
IKWYW. She just said, I know what you want.
괜찮다. 줄여 말해도 파악할 수 있으니.
No need. I can understand her abbreviations. I'm surprised you put up with me for so long. I can't say I'm any better or less weird, so you know, I can't believe you put up with me for this long. Especially since I'm not active and I'm not very active on your server. But I can't tell what I know because it's all broken. The place, the memories attached to it, I can see how they've shattered.
모든 것을 기억해낼 필요는 없어. 내가 제일 궁금한 건 그 범상치 않은 목표다.
You don't have to recall everything. All I need to know is what that outrageous purpose is. What is it? Me. Me. A blade that... Chat, I'm barely active on that server. Man. So true. So real. Hang on my friend server now. I see. To forge me into a blade that cuts through all. But I left that place behind. Roshu, can you tell us anything more? Shame, that's all I have, Clock.
말할 수 있었어도 말하기 쉽지 않아.
I don't remember much more than that. Even if I did, it's not an easy thing to speak of. Ryoshu let out a protracted sigh, just as Moses did earlier. The long exhalation of someone who clearly craved a puff of smoke. It betrayed the aloofness she projected. Come to think of it, Ryoshu hasn't been smoking at all since we got here, or maybe since the truck.
시계. 저자가 말한 것처럼 그리고 네가 본 것처럼 내 머리는 엉망진창이다.
Clock, like she said, and like what you've seen, my mind is a mess.
나 역시 내 스스로 궁금한 게 있지만
I have questions of my own, but the answers elude me.
그러나 아까처럼 내 놈의 힌트로 뭔가 짜맞춰질 만도 하다는 생각이 들었다.
But maybe the pieces could be put together using your hints, like the one you gave me earlier.
그러니 같이 풀어내야 한다. 이 퍼즐 혹은 방탈출을.
So we have to solve this together, this puzzle or game of escape room. Ryoshu muttered placidly.
거미집의 목표가 너라면 굳이 본사를 침입할 이유가 없을 거다.
If it is you the House of Spiders wants, then I must ask you to entertain this question. Why did they bother attacking the HQ? Oh? As Moses begins her explanation, Ryoshu looked in her direction with mild amusement.
거미집을 빠져나왔다는 발언은 아마 탈출을 의미하겠지.
When you said you left the House of Spiders, I presume you meant you escaped it.
손가락 길이의 관계성을 고려했을 때 사이좋게 모여있을 위인들이 아닌데도 아비들은 너를 잃은 이후로도 거미집이란 단체를 유지했다. 단편적으로만 본다면 네 복귀를 기다렸을 수도 있지.
Members of different fingers are hardly the kind of people to fraternize even on a good day. But this alliance of sorts they call the House of Spiders has persisted even after your departure. At a glance, it may only appear that they were simply waiting for your return. But given their behaviors today, they don't strike me as a particularly patient group as a whole. In other words, I find it suspicious they decide to act now. If they're desperate, they would have made this move long ago. This leads me to believe that they were waiting for the right time.
너를 되찾든 그게 아닌 뭔가를 하든 지금이 저들의 움직일 때가 된 셈이다.
Whichever is their motive, Ryoshu, whether it's getting you back or doing something else, the fact remains that you have chosen this particular moment to act.
저희가 만난 거미집의 아비는 류슈 씨가 이곳 본사 연구소로 올 수 있도록 길을 비켜줬어요.
The nurse father of the House of Spiders we encountered, she made way for us so that Ryoshu could come to the HQ research facility.
그분이 류슈 씨에게 내비친 복잡한 감정들은 하나같이 강렬했지만
She harbored such intense and complicated feelings for Ryoshu, but
그럼에도 류슈 씨를 죽이거나 데려가려는 듯한 행동은 조금도 보이지 않았던 것 같아요.
I don't think I got any sense that she was trying to kill or take Ryoshu with her.
아비들이 이곳에서 날 기다리고 있다고 한 걸 보면
But she said that the nurse fathers are waiting for me here.
나를 보러 온 건 맞다. 괴짜 탐정.
Clearly they're here to see me, weirdo detective.
너 자꾸 말을. 아, 야, 뭐야?
Hey, you. Hey, what the hell's your problem?
진정하게 저들의 대화를 막지 않는 게 좋네.
Be calm, please. It is best that we do not interrupt their conversation.
필씨, 저 논쟁 안에서 답을 떠올리겠지. 흐름을 끊지 않아야 할 것이네.
In intense dialogue should I find and draw out the answer. Let us not dare stem this course.
너를 자극하기 위해 거미집의 아비들이 습격했다는 추측은 합당하지만
It is a fair assumption that the nurse follows the house of spiders have attacked this place to provoke you. However,
당장의 목적은 따로 있다는 생각을 지울 수가 없군.
I cannot seem to shake the thought that they must have a distinct objective.
요슈라는 인물만을 노리고자 했다면 이곳과 지금이 적기는 아니잖나.
If they were indeed after Ryoshu and only Ryoshu, then choosing this specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. Intervals between each of the sinners are different, but once a sinner's turn ends, another's begins every single time without failure. This case has everything to do with Ryoshu. I believe without a shred of doubt that it's her turn. Once the sinners relayed my words, Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words.
Limbus 컴퍼니, 거울, 유리창, 구엘사, 추출된 에고, 엔케팔린, 신비, 환상체, 모노리스, 수감자 류슈.
Limbus Company, the mirror, the glass window, the former L Corp, extracted ego, and Keflin. Psychoments, abnormalities, monoliths, sinner Ryoshu.
이곳 LC의 연구소에서 거미집의 목적이 될 수 있는 것은 그리 많지 않더군.
I can't think of too many things in the LC research facility that could be what the House of Spiders is after.
당장 쓸 수 없는 정보를 모두 제외하면 추측할 수 있는 모든 목적 중 가장 합당한 목적은 처음부터 하나뿐이다.
By process of elimination, the only reasonable answer that can be deduced is as follows. They're here for the golden bows.
결국 그런 결론이 나는 것인가?
So that's how it is. Moses is right. It's become very important for us to look into Ryoshu's past, to reach in and see what lies there, but LCB's goal, its journeys, and its stories have always been bound to the same terminus, obtaining the golden bows. Bows? Hohenheim, where are the golden bows in this facility located?
관리자님께서 황금가지의 위치를 묻는군요.
The manager would like to know the location of the golden bows.
이곳에 실험실에 있네.
It's at a laboratory in this facility. Hohenheim's gaze turned to me. Perhaps he was looking at the clock, hands on my head.
그래. 발표 내용에 대해서 말하지 않을 수가 없겠군.
Very well, I suppose there's no way around sharing the contents of our presentation. Hohenheim's answer sounded more like a prolonged sigh.
그건 황금가지 실험 성과에 대한 발표였네.
It was a presentation regarding our progress in the Golden Bow experimentation.
그리고 그 발표가 공개될 수 있는 인원은 한정되어 있네. 지금 자네들 LCB는 포함되지 않았어.
An limited group of individuals with the clearance to access the contents of that presentation does not include the members of the LCB.
황금가지를 개고생해서 구해오는 건 우리인데 우리 우리한테만 정보 공개를
Or
제한하는
are we wait, aren't we the ones risking our necks out there to collect these bows? How come we're not allowed to?
보안의 범위를 결정하는 건 내가 아니네.
I'm not the one who decides the scope of our security.
호엔하임 씨가 우려하는 바가 무엇인지는 알고 있습니다.
Hohenheim, your concern is understandable.
회사는 황금가지에 대한 정보의 공개를 엄중하게 제한하고 있습니다.
The company maintains tight control over any information regarding the Golden Bows.
혹여 회사의 동의 없이 이 정보가 노출되었을 경우 어떤 조치가 내려올지는 현재로서 알 수 없습니다. 최악의 경우엔 기억 소거 절차까지도 감안해야 할 테죠.
There's no way to know at this exact moment what the consequences of leaking this information without the company's explicit consent might be. If the worst comes to worst, we may even be subject to a memory wipe procedure.
지금 같은 비상 상황에서 그딴 걱정부터 해야 한다.
Unbelievable! We're started by some red tape in an exigent circumstance like this?
비밀스럽고 수상쩍은 회사에서 뭘 바라겠나?
What do you expect from a company practically built on secrecy and suspicion?
그럼 감안한다고 생각하고 본론부터 말하지. 우리는 황금가지를 회수된 각각의 가지를 접목하는 시간을 진행 중이었다네.
Anyway, assuming the risks of divulging this information are understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the point. The golden bows we were experimenting with grafting the retrieved gold bows onto one another.
가지를 접목한다는 것은 혹시
Grafting the bows?
한그루의 나무로 만들겠다는 뜻인가?
Then was the purpose to combine the bows to form a singular tree?
연구자 앞에서는 두루뭉술하게 넘길 수도 없겠고.
They're trying to recreate the seed of light or something? Interesting. Nothing slips by a fellow researcher, I suppose.
맞네.
Correct.
특수한 환경에서 황금가지를 배양시켜 묘목을 만드는 중이라네. 아직은 한 그루로 완전하게 접목시키지는 못했지만 그리 먼 이야기는 아니지.
We're incubating the golden bows under a very specific environment to create a sapling. We haven't yet managed to graft them together into a proper tree, no, but that horizon is in
그
sight.
실험의 성과를 사내의 주요 관계자들과 몇몇 팀에게 공개할 예정이었는데 이런 사고가 터져버렸건.
With certain major characters? And what is that supposed to mean? Today was the day we were to share the successes of the experiment with certain major characters and teams in the company. Until this happened.
황금가지는 실험실에 있더라.
The golden bows are at the laboratory.
그럼 실험실에서 황금가지를 먼저 찾아내 보호하는 게 급선무겠네요.
Then we have to get to the laboratory before they do and secure the golden bows.
하지만 섣불리 움직이기에는 이곳에 도사리는 적들이 너무 많지 않아? 본사랑 더 연락할 방법은 없는 거야?
But we can't just waltz out here on our own when this whole place might be crawling with enemies, right? Is there any way we can get in touch with HQ right now?
본사에 지원 요청은 들어갔나?
Did HQ even receive your support request?
1시간 전에 구조 신호를 보냈지만 명확하게 닿았을지는 알 수 없네. 송신기들은 전부 그들이 파괴해버려서 말이지.
We did send a rescue signal to HQ an hour ago, but we have no way of knowing whether it was received. The attackers destroyed all of our outgoing transmitters earlier.
신호만 들어갔다면 LC에게 규격 외의 상황이 벌어졌다는 건 금방 파악했겠지.
As long as they receive a signal, any signal, it shouldn't take long till they recognize the LTC is under attack by an overwhelming force.
지원을 보냈다는 가정하에서 그들이 이곳까지 도착하는 데 걸리는 시간을 예상할 수 있나?
Assuming that the LCA has sent support units, do we have an estimate how long it might take them to arrive?
현재 시설 곳곳에 산재한 폐쇄 경로를 지나오는 시간을 모두 감안해도
Even if they have to navigate around inaccessible passages currently present in the facility.
10분 이내일 것입니다.
It should be no more than 10 minutes.
10분이라면 이미 도착하고도 남았을 텐데.
Yep, that's the whole thing, isn't it? 10 minutes, and they should have been here already.
신호를 받지 못했거나 엘리베이터가 중간에 작동을 멈춰 갇혔을 수도 있겠죠.
Some. I mean, you can if you want, but that's not up to me, is it? That's not really up to me. So, you do what you want. Okay. Cool. Good for you. Proud of ya. Okay. What was I doing? You've either failed to they have either failed to receive the transmission, or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevators.
우리야 소드 씨가 설명해줘서 뒷문으로 들어올 수 있었지.
Yeah. If it were Miss So bringing us up to speed, we wouldn't have thought of using the back door to come straight to this facility.
그런 거라면 통제실에서 전력 분배기만 재부팅해줘도 해결될 것에.
If such is the case, and we need only reboot the power divider in the facility management room.
어이 척척 박사. 이 부서의 셧다운 상태를 복구시키려면 저 돌아다니는 뒤틀림이나 환상체들을 모조리 제압해야 하는 거지?
Hey, Mr. Big Brain, if we want to restore this department from a shutdown state, we gotta take out all the distortion abnormalities sauntering about, right?
완벽히 복구하기 위해서는 그렇다고 봐야겠지. 이것은 복도의 환상체가 하나라도 탈출해 돌아다닌다면 다른 부서로 갈 수 있는 모든 통로가 차단되도록 만들어졌으니.
In order to perfectly restore the facility, yes. This place has been designed to be quarantined from every other department if even a single abnormality has escaped to its hallways.
생각해봤자 뭐가 더 나오겠어? 환상체나 뒤틀림들이 무서운 거면 우리가 처리해줄게.
No use sitting around putting our heads together then, right?
Hello there.
Oh, hey, Liger. How's it going? Hope it's going well. Yeah. I need to start lurking on people's streams. That's what I need to do. Hello there. Going pretty awesome. Hope you're enjoying the game. I am enjoying the game. This is the 9th chapter, so I'd hope I'd be enjoying it by now. But yeah, it's a good game, even if it's a lot of reading, a lot of voice acting I have to do. So it takes me forever to get through, but you know, that is what it is.
무섭다고는 한마디도 안 했는데요.
Nobody
행동해야 하는 게 어떠냐는 말이죠.
Nobody said they're scared. I'm just saying we could benefit from practicing a bit of caution.
역시 전력 수리부터 하는 게 제일 현명할 수도 있네.
But this game takes forever for me to get through because of the voice. Because I have to wait for the voice acting to be done and then read. I could probably turn off the voice acting, but I like hearing it. It would be wisest to prioritize restoring power to the facility. It seems these attackers are making effective use of the dark. I see.
효율적인 작전 수행을 위해서는 인원 편제를 분할하는 편이 좋겠습니다, 관리자님.
Not splitting the group. Yeah, this is a good game, even if it's a gotcha game. It's good though. It's good. It's good, I swear. Executive Manager. I am of the opinion we must split our forces in order to facilitate our operation, given the urgency of the situation.
우선순위만을 논하면서 시간을 낭비하기에는 상황이 썩 좋아 보이지 않는군요.
The situation looks rather pressing for us to sit here and waste time debating what to tackle first. Once I nodded in agreement, Otis quickly took control of the situation.
지금부터 우리는 수색 정찰 및 탈출을 준비한다.
Listen up, men. We prepare for two things. Reconnaissance and extraction.
뭐? 나가자고?
Huh? Extraction? You mean escape?
LCA 지원이 도착할 것이라고 가정한다면 그 타이밍에 맞춰 우리도 행동하는 편이 유리하다. 협공의 가능성이 높아지기 때문이지.
Assuming the LCA's support will arrive, it would serve us better to move in tandem with them to improve our chances of launching a joint attack, with numerical advantage over our enemies.
또한 정황을 보아하니 이 위치에 너무 오래 숨어 있었다. 적은 계속해서 이곳을 들쑤시며 목표를 달성할 때까지 닥치는 대로 죽이는데 우리의 위치를 고정해 놓는 것은 죽을 확률만 늘리는 셈이다.
She's yapping. Also, once we have to stay mobile. Once we've held this position for too long, our enemies will kill and comb through the entire facility until they find what they're looking for. The more we remain stationary, the more likely we are to encounter them, and that will only elevate the risk of total obliteration.
그건 말 되네. 하긴 쟤네들은 한 번 죽으면 끝이기도 하고.
Makes sense. Besides, the others here aren't like us. Once they get killed, it's over for them.
거기에 더해 황금가지 또한 적보다 먼저 회수해야 한다. 무엇을 하려고 하든 이 안에서는 해결할 수 없다.
Another thing. Don't forget that we have to reach the golden boughs before our enemies do. Whichever we end up prioritizing, won't get anything done by staying holed up here. And here.
그럼 우리가 다 같이 나간다 쳤을 때 제일 먼저 갈 장소는 어디인가? 자네 말대로 황금가지의 회수나 전력 복구 같이 한 번에 준비할 것이 많아 보이는데.
Very well. Then if we were to all leave this place at the same time, where should we prioritize? We have many pressing tasks, as you have explained. Golden Bough retrieval, facility power restoration.
전력을 복구할 통제실과 실험실, 그리고 손상된 회로가 있는 복도는 전부 멀리 떨어져 있습니다.
But the facility manager room to restore power to the facility, the laboratory, and the area with the damaged circuitry are all located far from each other.
힘을 나눈다.
We divide and conquer.
황금가지의 보호, 시설 전력의 복구, 환상체 제압을 통한 지원 통로 개척. 이 막중한 문제들을 동시에 해결하기 위해서는 각각의 걸맞은 팀들이 배치되는 것이 낫겠지.
Securing the golden boughs, restoring power and suppressing abnormalities. To clear a path for the reinforcements. They're all equally important and must be resolved I don't know how to pronounce that. Concomitantly? And to do so, we must split up into squads based on our expertise.
뭐 찬성이야. 우리는 따로 행동하는 편이 더 편하기도 하고.
Yeah, alrighty. We work better as a separate unit anyway.
황금가지는 우리 LCB 부서가 찾도록 하지. 이곳에 있는 관리자님께서는 근처에 황금가지가 있으면 바로 알아차릴 수 있는 능력을 갖추고 계시니.
The LCB will be in charge of securing the golden bough, as our executive manager here has the ability to detect it whenever they are in proximity to one of them.
뭐 금속 탐지기 뭐 그런 기능인 건가?
Oh, kind of like a metal detector?
그런 싸구려 같은 비유를 촉박하니.
That sounds right. How dare you compare the executive manager to... I'll let that one slide given the urgency. What did you say? Metal detector.
그리고 환상체나 뒤틀림, 죄종들의 제압은 자네들 LCD 부서에 부탁하고 싶고.
Anyway, we would like to leave the abnormality, distortion, pacatula suppression to the LCD.
좋아, 전문이지 그건.
Gotcha, that's totally our bread and butter.
이곳에 격리되어 있던 환상체나 뒤틀림 중에 까다로운 건 몇 종 정도 되지?
How many difficult abnormality or distortions did you have contained in this facility?
얼추 당신의 정도의 실력이면 어렵지 않게 제압할 수 있을 걸세. 하지만 그중 2종은 많이 까다로워.
Combatants of your prowess should have no trouble suppressing most of them, save for 2. However, That might pose some trouble.
실험실끼리 통신할 때 쓰던 초소형 무전기를 주겠네. 너무 멀면 신호가 닿지 않지만.
Oh god, are there owls here?
방법을 설명하는.
Oh no. No, that there shouldn't be. Those would be way strong. Take these micro communicators with you. We use these to communicate between laboratories. While it's limited range, it should be useful enough for relaying the suppression tactic for each entity you come across.
좋아. 통신도 갖출 수 있겠군.
Perfect. We've secured a means of communication.
마지막으로 전략 복구는 LCE 부서에 맡기도록 하지. 내부 시설에 대해서는 이곳의 인원 중 제일 익숙할 것 같으니.
As for restoring power to this facility, I would like to designate that task to the LCE personnel here. I assume you are best acquainted with the layout of this facility out of all of us?
합리적이군. 이 부서는 자네들이 보았던 것보다 더 까다롭게 설계가 되어 있거든.
A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than may have first appeared to you.
전선들이 제대로 정리가 되지 않은 혼란한 상태. 저런 식으로 언급하기도 하더군.
Wow, okay. That is indeed one way to describe abysmal cable management.
그건 엔트로피 증가 과정의 제한이라고 생각해 줬으면 좋겠군. 그리 보여도 안정한 상태일세.
Please consider it but a representation of the entropic escalation phenomenon. Despite the way it looks, the setup is quite stable. Martin gave a handful of tiny radios to Otis, who distributed them to each of us.
좋아. 이걸로 상황을 계속 공유하도록 하지.
Very well. Don't forget to keep each of us updated.
잊고 싶던 연기 냄새가 자꾸만 스멀스멀 올라오는군.
The acrid stench of smoke. I'd much rather leave. Hello. Hi. I'd much rather leave buried in the past. It keeps coming back. How's it going? Ooh, I'm all red now. It's so much reading. Oh god. I just want to fight so I can get my chips.
잊지 말게. 방금 가진 보존통에 들어 있으니 함부로 대하지 말고.
Don't forget, the golden bowls are kept within a preservation container. Take extra care when you handle it.
그래. 우리도 황금 가지들 구해오느라 그렇게 고생을 해야 됐는데.
But hello, hope you're doing well. User 24. Okay, we've been working our butts off to retrieve those shiny twigs too. We know enough about their worth not to throw them on willy-nilly. Gregor's commented nothing to deter Hohenheim, who kept voicing his warning again and again.
그럼 실험실은 그쪽이고 통제실은
Alright, lab is that way, and facility management room is... Ezra was tracing the available routes to guide the LCD members who arrived with Moses, while others crept down the corridor alert for any dangers lurking in the shadows. What was that? There's a wall dropping down, huh? Hey, watch out, you guys! The corridor was thrown into complete chaos. Sinclair, this way. I can't, it's too far. Is everyone alright?
환성체 탈출에 대비해 설치된 격리 시스템이 작동된 것으로 보인다.
It would seem as though a quarantine system designed for abnormality containment breaches has been activated. Rousseau, who had been standing close by, replied in a monotonous voice. Just as he said, when I looked around... That was close, that wall nearly flattened us into pancakes. We were but a breath away from disaster. Shabby thing. What a W-O-T. Just when I didn't think it could get any worse, it did. Waste of time? Where's Ryushi, by the way? Manager Esquire, where art thou? Sinclair and Don Quixote were desperately calling out from the outside of the wall.
아, 이렇게까지 완전히 단테님과 분리되어 본 적은 처음이네요.
Hey, I think this is the first time we've ever been so completely separated from Dante.
그럼 이제 함부로 다치지도 못하겠네.
And then we can't even afford to get hurt.
주변에 환상체가 등장한 것 같진 않은데요.
I don't see any abnormalities around.
역시 차단벽의 제어권도 넘어간 것 같군요.
Now they've taken over the security wall controls too. They've effectively forced us to split up.
마십시오, 관리자님. 사소한 차질일 뿐입니다. 이자들의 통솔은 제게 맡겨주시면 됩니다.
Okay, so we got Merceau, Gregor, Ryoshu. Who's the fourth person? Who's that third person? Not to worry, executive manager. This is only a minor setback. Allow me to assume command of this unit for the time being.
곧바로 그런 말부터 하신다고요? 단테의 걱정부터.
Hello? That's the thing you're worried about? First thing you're worried about? Shouldn't you be more concerned about Dante?
난감하게 되었군.
This has grown to be quite the predicament. Hohenheim let out a heavy sigh.
괜찮으세요?
Oh, you're right, team leader?
그래. 다행히도 부상자는 없어 보이는 것.
I am. At least we have no injured among us. Among us. After all that planning, we ended up getting separated into completely random teams.
나누어진 인원부터 파악하지.
Let's first check who we have on each side. Okay, it's me, Rousseau, Gregory, Yisang, and also Ryoshu. Okay, Yisang was the last one.
탐정님이랑 나랑 앵두 씨랑 그리고
Hey, you've got the detective, Miss Angju, and me over here, and
저랑 이스마일 씨와 로자 씨 그리고 오티스 씨가 계시네요.
Ishmael, Rhoda, and me, Otis too.
이쪽은 나와 마튼 군과 조수 군, LC 팀원들.
As for us, Martin, the assistant, LC team members, and the rest.
감정이 무엇인가?
The rest? Of whom speakest thou?
자신보다 능력 있는 사람을 인정하는 것이 어려운 자들이 쓰는 의존 명사입니다.
It is a phrase used by individuals who find it especially difficult to acknowledge their betters.
저랑 동키호테 씨와 파우스트 씨가 계시네요.
Me, Don Quixote, and Faust. There is no chance we could get this security wall out of our way, even with our combined effort.
안 되는군요. 역시 마스터 카드 키로 강제 개방할 수 있어야 하는데.
The master keycard doesn't work either. Should be able to override the lockdown, but even the LCE wasn't having any luck on their side.
약간의 변동이 생기긴 했지만 어쩔 수 없을 것 같군.
There's been a minor deviation, but it can't be helped. Advance according to the plan.
LCD를 포함한 이 인원은 시설 내에 돌아다니고 있는 것들을 순차적으로 제압한다.
This unit, LCD included, will neutralize any hostiles within the facility, one threat at a time.
CCTV를 복구하는 대로 그쪽 안내를 돕겠습니다.
We'll assist you with finding the trail as soon as we're done repairing the security cameras.
지금 말한 대로 LC, 호헨하임이 포함된 팀은 통제실로 향해서 전력 복구에 집중하며
Acknowledge. The LCEs and Hohenheim's team will secure the facility manager room and prioritize restoring power.
관리자님과 나머지 인원이 있는 팀은 황금가재 확보를 위해 실험실로 향하는 것이 되겠군.
As for the executive manager's team, proceed to the laboratory for golden bow retrieval.
왜 나는 제압이야? 제일 힘든 걸.
Figures I ended up on the team doing the fighting. What a pain.
그럼 우리는 먼저 이동한다.
Alrighty, off we go. Hey, Heathcliff.
내가 앞장서도록 하지. 따라오도록.
Wait, did I mention? He didn't mention Heathcliff. Sinclair, what'd you do that for? Mercy, follow me. With that, Otis and the LCD team's footsteps faded into the distance on the opposite side.
우리도 슬슬 이동하도록 하지. 사실 여기 있는 마툰군과 조수군만 데려가도 통제실을 복구하는 정도는 아무 문제가 없을 것 같긴 하지만 말이야.
We should get moving too. Although I think just Martin and my assistant will be enough to restore power to the entire facility management room.
전력 시설의 구조가 그리 체계적으로 되어 있진 않나 보군요. 이러한 통제불능의 상황까지 대비하여 백업 장치 설계를 했어야 한다는.
You don't have to keep being that way, Faust. There seems to be a lack of proper structure in the generation distribution of electricity here. It is regrettable that the facility lacks a backup mechanism to handle unforeseen emergencies of this sort.
내가 건물의 설계까지 도맡아 할 만큼 한가하지는 않았어서 말이네. 하지만 실험실의 구조만 독립적으로 놓고 보자면
Within the breadth of my responsibilities, it's only natural that I would have been too busy to be responsible for the facility's design. However, when viewed independently, and the structure of the laboratory itself is... Fret thyself not over so trifling a matter, young Heathcliff.
맞아요. 저희 셋이서 뭉친다면 어떤 일이든 아마.
Uh-huh. She's right. With the three of us together, we'll be able to overcome whatever obstacle that gets in our way, probably. The voice of Hohenheim, the other sinners, also slipped further away into the background. Should we gonna move on too?
황금 거제가 가까이 느껴지면 바로 말해줘. 빨리 양반.
Let us know if you sense the golden bough, Manager Bud. Okay.
하. 그러고 보니 흡연자 둘이 딱 여기에 모여 본 거래.
The two smokers of the group ended up in the same team. What are the odds?
아이 다들 어떻게 담배도 안 태우고 이런 노동 환경을 버티는지 모르겠다니까.
I'll never know how the others managed to pull through these working conditions without taking a puff.
피운 시절은 있었다. 지속할 이유를 찾지 못하였을 뿐.
There was a time when I partook, but I could not find any reason to maintain the habit.
그래? 못 폈는데.
Oh, there was? What did you smoke?
담배라고 지칭될 수 있는 것 대부분을.
Most things that fall into the category of cigarette.
아니 난 1년 내내 바른 생활 사나이로만 알았지 뭐야.
After a whole year of watching you never walk out of line, I pegged you as one hell of a straight-laced fella.
필요하다면 통상적인 올바르지 않은 일들을 가리지 않고 했다.
I partook in both categories of activities, those generally accepted as right and those accepted as wrong.
나는 구인의 시절 동료들의 권유로 면목음한 적은 있었네.
Though, take a hit. What's the 9 literatures blunt rotation look like? During my time among the old League of 9 literateurs, I once had the opportunity to engage in a few hits of the substance at the behest of my fellows.
그게 처음이자 마지막이었어. 다 같이 웃음을 터뜨렸지만 담배 자체가 유쾌하진 않았어.
That was the one time I engaged. That was the one and the only time. Everyone burst into laughter later, but I found no enjoyment in the smoking itself.
처음에 다 그렇지. 매우게 꼬면 그래.
That's the case for first-timers. Must have been pretty intense, huh?
류슈양은 언제부터 권력을 애용하기 시작했는가?
What about you, Miss Ryoshu? When did you first start smoking cigarettes? Every pair of eyes searched Ryoshu's face. But she didn't bother telling us her story, nor did she reveal any signs of unease or anxiety. What we saw on her face was an inexplicable exhilaration, thrill, as strange as it may seem, a fury chilling to the marrows.
글쎄, 어렸을 때부터 보고 자란 게 그것뿐이라.
Beats me. I've always been surrounded by cigarette smoke ever since I was a brat. I wouldn't have guessed it any other way.
이번이 류슈 씨 차례. 맞지?
It's your turn this time, isn't it?
그래. 너무 노골적이어서 비웃음이 날 정도.
Yeah, so damn obvious that it makes me scoff.
어떤가, 류슈야.
How do you feel, Miss Ryoshu?
과거를 마주해야 하는 기분이란.
To be faced with the past that stands before you.
당연히
Simple.
즐겁다.
It's exciting.
기다린 보람이 있어.
All that waiting is finally paid off.
그러고 보니 류슈 씨는 아까부터 담배를 물고 있지 않네.
Notice you haven't smoked once since this whole thing began, Ryoshu.
그래.
Right.
미리부터 연습 중이다.
Trying to get used to staying off it. Meanwhile, in the back of the transport truck,
붉은 시선. 당신에게만큼은 없을 줄 알았는데.
red gaze. Never thought you, of all people, would have one.
우습지 않아? 이 보잘것없는 짐덩어리 하나 빼앗겼다고. 천하의 붉은 시선이 제대로 검 한번 휘둘러보지 못하는 꼬라지가.
Funny, isn't it? The mighty, powerful red gaze loses this tiny bundle of liability from his clutch, and suddenly he's too scared to even swing his sword right.
그래도 이해하지 못하는 건 아니야. 버릴 수도 죽일 수도 없는 것을.
Not that I don't understand.
않겠다 맡은 적이 나도 있거든.
To have an unwanted burden you can't even push aside or kill off shoved into your care? I know what it's like all too well.
아니. 원했던 건 맞지만 그딴 짐덩어리일 줄 몰랐던 걸지.
Well, I suppose I did want the little thing back then, but I never expected her to be such a nuisance.
루치오가 조사해 온 걸 보면 딱히 이거랑 아무 관계도 아닌 남남인 것 같다.
Lucio's been digging around, and it looks like you don't have any connection whatsoever to this half-pint here.
이게 필요한 이유라도 있는 건가?
Could it be you've got a specific use for her?
목적 때문에 이러지도 저러지도 못하고 꾸역꾸역 가지고 다니는.
It's plain that you need her for something. It explains why you're letting the dead weight tag along.
우리 티켓이나 저기 있는 교본처럼 거슬려 죽여버리고 싶어도 바라는 미래를 위해서 어쩔 수 없이 죽은 건가?
Perhaps she's like my ticket, or textbook over there. A pain in the ass you'd much rather kill off, but can't because you need to make the future you long for come true.
우리 꽤 공통점이 많나 봐.
We sure do have a lot in common, don't we? You. I know why you're provoking me with that pointless rambling.
본사에서 수행하고 있는 임무, 그 작전이 완수되었다는 신호가 오기 전까지 내발을 먹으려는 거겠지.
Your friends are all out on a mission, and you're making sure I don't get in their way till you get the all clear. However, just because my sword isn't cleaving across your throat doesn't mean I won't collect your little lackey's head. Keep that in mind. This should be interesting. Do your worst. I don't think he's interested. I don't think Lucio's interested in that. I'm curious to see how long the textbook I so painstakingly crafted for my ticket would last against a color fixer, aren't you? I don't think Lucio's very interested in that. In finding that out. Rosate Desire. That's an Abno. Slashing, okay. Oh. Gray doesn't really have any good slashing IDs. That's Pierce. Is Kurokumo Clan captain? Probably not with 53 tickets. If I'm being honest. Night Owl's captain. Nah, that's Pierce too. I'm sure they'll be fine.
입정을 알리는 음악 소리가.
Keep running into these mannequins. Are they made by those nurse fathers?
그래. 정확히는 약지압이 혼자다.
Yes, to be more specific, it's just the ring, nurse father.
신체파.
Corporism.
인간의 근육과 뼈로 수축과 이완을 이용하는 예술이다. 거기에 큐비즘도 조금 끼얹었나?
Corporism. A movement that utilizes the interaction between human bones and muscle. The contraction and the elongation thereof. With a splash of cubist technique, it seems. Nasty. Observe close. Do you see them? Writings carved into their bodies. These corpses were engraved with a wild scrawl of a message, carved with the blade. They began shuffling at us, in that uncanny rhythm entirely devoid of any semblance of will. Dearest daughter of ours. Oh, the ring one's a guy. I think. Please pay close attention to the line, the way the line curves.
잘만 다듬으면 어떤 것보다 날카로운 칼이 되고 대퇴골은 어떤 것보다 단단한 둔기가 될 수 있습니다.
From ribs we can make blades keener than any sword. From femurs we can make bludgeons sturdier than any mace.
흉곽은 심장과 폐를 보호하기 위해 이렇게나 견고하고 아름다운 나치형이 되었죠.
The thoracic cage has taken this prepossessing yet hardy shape of an arch to keep the heart and lungs from harm.
이 몸의 아름다운 형태를 유지한 채로 몸이 지닌 태초의 정교한 가치를 망가뜨리지 않은 채로
Preserve this natural beauty of the human corpus and do not infringe upon its primeval precise value.
귀중한 악기를 다루듯이 만들어야 합니다.
Yo, what's up, Mr. Ninja Monkey? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah. Playing Limbus. What about you? That is the reverence with which the act of creation must be handled, just as musicians handle a priceless instrument.
만져보세요. 근육과 힘줄의 결을 따라 칼날이 잡히지 않나요?
Touch it, if you will. Do your fingertips feel the contour of the blade along the grains of musculature, its tendons and sinews? Yoshihide.
가장 살고 싶어 했던 놈의 뼈가 가장 죽이기 좋은 칼이 되었군.
The bones of the one most desperate for life become a blade best fit to reap it.
그렇죠. 요시히데라면
This is,
칼을 알아차릴 줄 알았어.
got some gore. Indeed it has, hasn't it? I knew it from the fathoms of my heart that you could appreciate the true value of this piece, Yoshihide. Cold and feeling congested. Oof.
이 아이를 만들고 있답니다.
Hope. Make sure to drink plenty of fluid. Hope you start feeling better.
뼈를 가지고 있으면 소용이 없거든요.
The care put into this piece I have so painstakingly birched into the world is greater than any other work of mine. The smallest fracture inbounds can instantly render it useless.
마침내 완성된다면 요시히데가
Is he making her sword? Once this piece is complete, dearest Yoshihide, I would like for you to wield it. I will.
그렇게나 노래 부르던 그 작품은
Oh, he didn't. I've been drinking Monster. I don't think that's what people mean when they say drink fluids. I don't think Monster. Maybe water might also be good. You drink whatever you want, man. Hope you can get sleep, though. I forgot to finish that precious piece he'd always ramble out, did he? Ryushi muttered to herself. It's fight time. I can eat my chips. That's what I desire. What is water? So true. So real. Win rate, baby. Oh no.
괜찮아. 상처는 찢었으니까.
또 방심하다가 당하셨네요. 하지만 아직도 할 수 있으신 거 알고 있습니다. 조금 더
Get him, please.
엄청나게 강한 일격을. 벌써 끝나가네. 제압 개체에게 캔슬이 준 것 같아.
Either way, I hope start feeling better. Have to take out 8 enemies. That's probably gonna take a while.
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상을 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Well, they all have high SP now, so. Should hopefully go by faster. Though still not as fast as I would like.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사의 전투법도.
It looks like these are the last 4, so that's good, I guess. And we got one staggered. That's not good. More chip. I love these chips so much.
벌써 끝나가는군.
걱정은 하지 않겠습니다. 어차피
내가
이미 이길
눈에
거라고 확신하고
새겨주지.
있으실 테니까.
Yikes.
내가 죽어버리면 나를 탓할 거잖아. 나를 나쁜 세피라로 만들려는 거야.
There we go, all taken care of.
거봐 눈이. 내가 뭘 했어? 돌아와서 모조리
Sanguine artistry.
불꽃을 벼리겠소.
림버스 컴퍼니의 皆さんとご一緒できて
내가 눈에 새겨주지. 두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만
화격금.
또 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면 전 빠지겠습니다.
끝내. 전소하리.
방금 공격 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될 거야. 정보팀에서 준 자료와는 차이가 있지만
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
당황하지 말고 침착하게 대응하면 괜찮을 거예요, 관리자님.
감동적이지 않았어. 해결사 영웅기에 이런 구절이 있었지. 어디 보자. 벌써 끝나가네. 저대로 돌려보낼 생각은 아니시죠?
언제까지
확실히
버티나
처리해야 합니다.
보자고.
How did you lose that, man?
개체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아.
내가 눈에 새겨주지.
완벽한 공격이었어.
끝내. 전소하리.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리. 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로.
Get him. There we go.
상담에서 알려준 대로 잘했어.
Ooh, nice.
상담 프로그램을 진행한 건
Stagger, yeah.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사의 전투법도 익숙해지셨죠.
Okay, so we got these four and then one more. Not too bad. Ooh. Do wish we're putting a little bit more damage towards the only guys that were staggered, but okay, they're dead. It's good. Okay, those are the last three. Get them then. I'll fall out of that thing. Oof. It does do a lot of damage. Well, that's doing a lot of damage too. Okay, good. They're both staggered now. Dead. Dead. Yeah, there we go. Easy.
앞에 나선 보람이 있었구려. 그 어느 때보다 뜨겁게 타올랐어.
The fingers.
이 건법도 제법 손에 익은 듯하오.
Ooh, the fingers.
정면 엘리베이터가 작동하고 있다.
The elevator up ahead is operational. I can see the light of the elevator beyond the lockdown door. Powers return to the elevators. It can only mean that Hohenheim has arrived at the facility management room. Then once the elevator doors open, LCA agents begin pouring into the facility in perfect order. They immediately began hacking and shooting down anything that got in their way. There wasn't even the slightest hesitation in their movements, as though drilled into them by over countless rehearsals. From the way they never failed to deliver a killing blow to any target that so much as twitched, even when it was already mangled beyond recognition, I could tell they were seasoned veterans with years of combat experience. I began to grow certain that these fighters could brush aside any obstacle we faced with ease.
LCA 특작팀이라 했나? 역시 제 앞에는 명수능란하군.
LCA Special Operations Unit, was it? They sure know how to clear a room. Testing, come in. Oh, give me that. Oi, oi, you alright, mate?
아이 깜짝이야. 아이 조용히 말해도 잘 들리니까 소리는 지르지 말자고.
Ah, the heck, no need to shout into the mic, Heathcliff. We can hear you just fine. Apologies, my assistant's temperament leads on the more impatient side. Sooner Otis's conjecture was correct. After arriving at the facility management room, we have been observing the hallways through the device here. The video's feed quality, well, leaves much to be desired, but the LCA has arrived at the sector. Can confirm that on this end as well. We have visual on the LCA units past the lockdown shutters. But all I've managed so far is to remove one security wall on your path. It has nothing to do with restoring the internal elevators leading to other departments. Whatever the case, does this mean that the wounded can now be transported to safety? Not quite. While they managed to send the LCA down here via unknown means, the entire facility has to be restored in order to return upstairs. It is indeed a relief, however. It seems that the agents have been deployed to each sector. They should be able to secure the rest of the survivors. Though I've never been interested in the art of killing and battling, particularly those without even a tangential relation to research, I have heard they are a rather formidable combat force, even by the standards of the city as a whole. Eyes forward. The light flickered and... Oh my god. It's Roland. Oh god, jeez, Roland. Three LCA agents who were advancing while covering the front of their squad simultaneously fell to the floor with so much as a scream. Like a broken lamp, the light past the security wall continues to flicker. Between each flicker of the malfunctioning light, the outline of the intruder's weapon seemed to shift in a different shape. At first, the shadows stretched into the sharp tip of a prick. Then, after several more flickers, it took the familiar outline of an axe, much resembling Rhodia's own. Judging by their appearance and gear, it is likely they are LCA's reconnaissance specialized unit. Most likely the same vein as the team that arrived at the monolith retrieval mission. Because he's... Well, that's the index guy, but... Recon team or not, how did the intruder manage to wipe out such a well-trained team on his own? Hohenheim, do you hear us? Indeed. Has the LCA taken care of the situation already on your end? You mustn't step out into the hallway. Step foot out into the hallway. Where might that be? I've just watched the LC agents take down an abnormality with quite impressive precision. To possess such a tricky entity in mere minutes. Fascinating. This calls for an additional comment on its observation log. Ugh. The LCA reinforcements sent to our sector. They're all dead. What? Were this battle fought in an open field, even the LCA's reconnaissance team alone would have sufficed to avoid defeat. However, this is what happens to prey who forget that they have been snared in a spider's web. They'll never fight their prey on even ground, always drawing their prey to locations where the absolute advantage. They wouldn't have lost in an open field, you say. It's all meaningless to speculate over what'll never happen.
먹잇감이 자신이 가장 잘 사냥할 수 있는 무대로 직접 걸어 들어가지 않나.
Look, his prey ensured their demise by walking into his hunting grounds. What Alyssa had described earlier was becoming more and more apparent to us. A relaxed but disciplined gait. The man, after having slaughtered dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us, his sharp dress shoes lazily clopping against the floor. He seemed to have been aware of our presence from the get-go. Light dances across the glossy surface of his white mask. He returns a smile in response to Ryoshi's furious wrath. Then his lips part, soundlessly mouthing a sentence word by word. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go?
훈련은 어땠어?
Hey, sweetheart, how did your training go? Same old, dull and boring.
아빠, 팔에 상처가 났는데 직접 입힌 거야?
Dad, that wound on your arm, did you do that to yourself?
아, 맞아. 나이프로 내 팔을 관통시키면
Yep, that's the index guy.
8번 찔러야 했거든.
Ah, yes, I had to stab my opponent with a knife 38 times to my own arm.
20번째부터는 정말 아프더구나.
The 20th stab was where it really began to hurt.
그거 알아, 딸? 자결통은 찹쌀통보다 100배는 더 고통스럽다고 하더라.
They say the pain of burning hurts at least 100 times worse than the pain of getting stabbed. Did you know that?
그러니 누군가를 처리해야 할 땐
So when you have to take care of someone, help you won't use fire.
그들이 고통에 몸부림치면서 너만을 저주하며 지옥으로 떨어질 텐데.
Lest their death be slow and their dying breath curses your name on the long descent into hell.
마지막엔 그들에게 더 나은 주마등을 안겨줘야 하지 않겠니?
Don't they deserve to watch their lives flash before their eyes in relative peace?
알았어.
Okay.
가까이 와보렴. 얼굴에 긁힌 상처가 있구나.
Come closer. You've got a scratch on your cheek.
발렌티나의 수업 중에 생긴 거겠지? 그는 너무 과격해. 상처의 개수가 곧 훈련의 척도와 비례한다고 생각하는 자야.
It happened during Valencia's class, didn't it? Her methods are simply too violent. She's the kind of teacher who uses the number of scars as a measure of training intensity and effectiveness.
흉이 안 지게 잘 치료해야지.
Let's take good care of that wound so it doesn't scar, okay?
그러던가.
Whatever.
아니 방금 LC와의 무전대로라면
If what LCES told us through the transmission is true, then executive manager's in danger.
오티스, 저도 걱정은 되는데요.
I'm just as concerned as you are, Otis, but
당장 우리 쪽도
we're not exactly out of the woods yet either.
그건 복구된 CCTV 화면인가?
The security camera's feed working again?
네, 이 앞을 비추고 있어요.
Yeah, look, it's pointing right in the door, right in front of our door, but
자네도 와서 보게. 내 기억이 틀리지 않다면.
come see. If my memory fails me not, then this man's attire suggests he is
중지.
the middle?
저쪽에서 전멸당했다는 사람도 이렇게 당했나 보네. 이건 거의 죽이다 못해 사람을 부서뜨리고 있는데?
I guess now we know what happened to the LC in the other sector. This guy's practicing tearing people apart.
뭐라고 자꾸 큰 소리로 떠드는 것 같기도 하고.
Is he shouting something? I can't quite hear what he's saying through the feed.
요시히데.
Yoshihide.
요시히데라고 계속 외치고 있군.
He's shouting Yoshihide repeatedly so.
웃고도 있어.
As he fills the silence between them with a boisterous guffaw.
입을 크게 벌리고 몸까지 들썩이며 무엇이 그리도 즐거운 것인지 광인과 같군 그래.
Face split into a wide grin, body convulsing with laughter. What joy does this madman find in this carnage?
지금 사람이 저만큼 날아간 거야? 팔로 찬 것뿐이야.
That is insanely powerful kick flung that guy all the way across to the other side of the hallway.
선명한 화면은 아니지만 다리는 의체일까?
Got chains. The footage is pretty blurry, but do you think he's got a prosthetic leg?
아닌가? 강화 문신을 몸이 전부 뒤덮일 때까지 받으면 저런 모양이 될 수도 있을 것 같고.
Maybe not. I guess a leg completely covered in augmentation tattoos could look something like that.
우리 아빠 곰발바닥 보고 있구나.
Are you looking at Papa's mighty bear paw? Oh, you're the person who gets cut in half. That's a shame. Oh? Who the heck are you?
나는 키라라고 해.
Who am I? I'm Kira.
기척도 없이. 종원, 전투 준비.
She doesn't have any arms. A covert approach, men, battle positions.
아니야. 너희 우리 아빠 보고 있는 거 아니야?
Oh, you guys get all wrong. You're watching my Papa, aren't you? Or Papa work, aren't you?
방해 안 할 거야. 싸우지도 않을 거고.
Don't mind me, okay? I'm not gonna pick a fight with you guys.
그런 중요한 일을 하는 거라면 내가 대기 타줘야지. 마저 감사해.
Okay. I just hang around here while you guys get the important stuff done. Carry on watching work.
아빠라고? 저 사람이?
Your Papa? That guy's your dad?
맞아. 진짜 yor라게 멋지지.
Like actual? I guess white hair. Is he like super badass?
너네 방금 봤어? 저 기술 있잖아. 완전.
Yo, did you guys see that? Gosh, that takes straight up fire. So dope. Oh god, she's a zoomer. Hey, I've been trying to recreate that myself, but it's not the same, you know?
어떻게 저런 강속구로 복도 끝까지 처박히게 하지?
How's he doing that? Totally folded that guy up and tossed him like a baseball all the way to the other end of the hallway.
학살을 마치 놀이나 경기 따위로 지급하는가.
To treat a massacre is no different from a game or sport.
불쾌하기 그지없는 무례배로군.
What a contemptible scoundrel you make.
너 그런 쪽이야? 재밌다.
So you're into that kind of character, huh? Sick.
나도 좋아해. 일주일 전에 나왔던 빗줄기 속 검객 최신화에 등장하는 캐릭터가 그런 말투 쓰잖아. 싹 들치면서.
I'm a huge fan of him too. Did you read the latest issue of the Cloudburst Blade? This is a new character who talks just like you do. Like lifting his bamboo head, he goes.
뭐야? 너도 모르는 거야?
Wait,
그 작품?
don't you know the Cloudburst Blade?
주위에 계속 추천하는 중인데.
Okay.
한 놈은 맨날 훈련만 해대고 한 놈은 집 거미랑만 조잘거리고 한 놈은 자꾸 혼자 싸돌아다니고 나머지 하나는 뭐라는 줄 알아? 논리적으로 말이 안 되는 게 너무 많대. 그게 제대로 된 감상이냐고.
That's not what I was expecting her character to be interested in.
처음부터 끝까지 안 맞는다니까.
Oh man, I've been trying to sell it to everyone I know, but no one's interested. One of them is obsessed with training all day, and one of them talks with his sword all day. And one of them just wanders all over the place all day. And the other one, you know what she said? I think the story indulges in far too many logical fallacies. What the heck kind of a book review is that? Like, bro, who wastes time nitpicking about what makes sense and who doesn't, and what doesn't when reading a comic book? Gosh, I don't think I'll ever vibe with that girl.
아무튼 그거 본 사람 있으면 손 들어볼래? 나랑 3시간 아니.
Don Quixote might have, but she's not here. Anywho, has anyone out here actually read the Cloudburst Blade? If he did, well, I may have 4 hours of your time, good sir.
그만.
Enough.
가짜는 헛소리로 구슬려질 정도로 우리는 모르지 않다.
If you think you could distract us with your nonsensical prattling, think again.
아까부터 화면에 잡히는 게 없어요. 오티스, 저 사람이 자기가 말한 대로 중지아비의 제자라면.
Notice, I don't see the middle nurse father on the feed anymore. If she's his apprentice, then.
어이, 딸내미! 근처에서 놀고 있으랬더니 뭐 이렇게 멀리 왔어?
Hey kiddo, what are you doing all the way out here? Haven't I asked you not to wander too far? Drat.
무전이 더 들어오지 않는 거.
No more transmissions. They've all gone quiet.
이스마일군, 오티스군.
Hark! Dingispiel, young Unus, wherefore doth none respond?
좋지 않네요. 관리자님도 떨어져 있는 상황에서.
This is bad. We don't even have the manager with us. We're all in the dark.
아무래도 시설 복구를 서둘러야겠네. 차단벽 제어권만 들어온다면 서로 협력하기 용이할 테니.
We must make haste and restore the facility to its operational. Are you winning? I'm trying. Hello again, rat. Operational capacity. The sooner we obtain access to the security wall controls, the sooner we can coordinate with each other. So that's the ring. As luck would have it, we should be able to locate one of the lost pieces of circuitry in this room. Yeah. Yeah, the ring has made its mark. Yes, indeed. These remains. The ring has made its mark here. Wait, don't force yourself to look at them so hard. No, disgust as an emotion holds very little sway over me. It's just that, boss, don't look at their faces and try and tell who's who. Right, lost my focus there for a moment. I know that. Well, clearly, I know that's not the person from the ring, but they were clearly here, so. What, is there anything you wish to say to me? This is highly irregular, but it seems that Faust also expresses agreement with Hohenheim. Agree with what? Then we must restore the facility with as much haste as we can employ. Yeah, the ring person looks like a skeleton or something. Good luck. This will probably have to be the last one I do, because it's almost 10. Leaving behind the perpetrator of the carnage, greeting Ryoshi on the other side of the security wall. We had no other choice but to make our way toward the lab. Probably should have just ended here, but oh well. Miss Ryoshu, perhaps the question of mine is the one you might not wish to grace with an answer, and if indeed it is, do feel free to let it float past.
어떤 사이였는가?
But what is your connection to these so-called nurse fathers? And thank you for the hydrate. Your relation with them does not seem to have been brewed in mere bad blood.
방금 전 그대의 표정은 조금
And in the chain, I might turn into the chew. And in the change of your countenance, I sensed a flash of something almost imperceptible. I haven't put the pieces all the pieces together just yet, but they were nurse fathers, my fathers who forged the sword that I am. Oh, that was fast. This is probably where I'll end it though. Okay. You know, where you just roll heads like 5 times in a row.
상담에서 알려준 대로 잘했어. 역시 상담 프로그램을 진행한 건 잘한 일이야.
Cause I'm struggling. That's not great. Well, at least he'll start bringing people's sanity up. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, boy. Stop all being staggered. Oh, that's not good. Killed one, that's good. Okay, we survived. It's good. People's sanities are looking better, I suppose. Okay. Could be worse, but I guess. Everyone's at 45 sane now. That's good. Oh, come on. Well, Ryoshu's dead. It's a stupid attack. Should still have the action economy. Although Merceau is pretty much the only person who's doing good. I guess Song is doing pretty good too. We're still rocking like half a team. Even if there's only 3 people now. How many do we have to fight for this? Thank you, Merceau. Okay.
또 방심하다가 당하셨네요.
I think there's only 2 left now.
아직 더 할 수 있으신 거 알고 있습니다. 조금 더 해보시죠.
Should still be able to get the EX then, ending in 10 turns. Assuming it's 10 turns anyway. I'm surprised Gregor survived all this. Thought he'd be dead.
보세요, 관리자님. 다들 역경을 이겨내고 유능한 직원이 되었어요. 이번엔 도움이 됐을까요?
There we go.
Yo.
Yo.
How far have you gotten?
그것은 보람이 있었구려. 그 어느 때보다 뜨겁게 타올랐어.
The thumb index nurse fathers just showed up.
Which canto part are you at right now?
I think it's the end of part 1. That was the end of part 1, yeah. I just finished 917. I'll probably just end stream now because there's only one person here. So no raid. I'm tired anyway. Anyway, take care everyone.
2 sessions of
Probably.
Limbus as well?
Probably.